morning to you. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Let me go ahead and get this camera straight for us so that we good over here. Let me see what I got for y'all real quick. How everybody doing out there? It's Saturday. Yes, one of my favorite days of the week. I can't lie. Reminds me of when I was a little kid with the big bowl of cereal and the cartoons. How's everybody doing right now? I think I might just, I think I'm gonna just fix that right there. Just a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a touch. Loving a little bit. Just a touch. With just a touch of just a touch. How everybody doing? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this Saturday morning, I appreciate you. See, we already got people in here from Memphis checking in. How y'all doing in Memphis out there? Who's that right there? That's Lisa Hearns, 247. What's up, Winter? How you doing? I see my boy Mark Dolphin up in here with Rebecca Lam Yen Bueno. Hey, Mark, I don't know if you ever watch the Transformers. You and I, we gonna me, you, and Rebecca today. Looks like you and I gotta play Decepticons today. So I'm gonna need you to play Starscreech. Get them just in case they start acting crazy. Till Liberty and Justice steps in, or we gonna see what's going on with everybody else. But we can hold it down. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a good show. Y'all ready? Let me get this light straight over here. How everybody doing this morning? Good morning, everybody. I see Mega Dub in the building early. Tiffany's up in here early. Winter rising. Come on, y'all. I know y'all up. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Well, we can't do anything without those prayers. Y'all know what we're going to do today, right? Got to get those hands together, get them nice and warmed up, because yes, we got to get those prayers in the air. We're going to pray for health, love, happiness, and peace, because we need every part of what I just said. We need peace for all the craziness that's going on. We need understanding. We need discipline as well. But we also need us to come together as people, brothers and sisters in the human race, not as a party, no political connections at all. Just want to pray for everybody here, as well as your families and your animals. That's right. That's how we do it every morning. Mark Dorfman, Mega Dub, Tiffany Lynn Small. Want to pray for Judith Duffy. Want to pray for Tiffany. I said Mega Dub already. I'll say VG. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Winter Rising is here. We got Kim Gogwin. Okay. Who else we got up in the building? We got Jonathan up in the building right now. Can't forget about my boy Mark Dorfman. And like I said earlier, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. Let's do our thing this morning. Can't forget about our regulars that's always here that show love and support. Terry. Can't forget about Sam Champion. We want to talk about other people like 55 Coffee Group, Lisa Roy. Can't forget about our main hosts and our real friends, people like Liberty and Justice. Want to pray for Casey as well. Can't forget about my boy Sam Champion. I saw you already said your name. You my boy. Already know it. Luigi, you too. Who else we praying for before this time goes up? Try to get everybody up in here. Sweet RV. There you go. I see you, Sweet RV. Joe BX. Yo, thank you so much, bro. You be really holding it down. I hope you grab some of those memberships today, because I'm about to throw some out today if I can get over there on time before you guys start mixing it up, because we're about to get real busy. So I want to just pray for everyone that's here. Pray for everyone that always shows up. Can't forget about Miss Swanza. Also want to pray for every single person that's always holding us down. Amen. It's time, you guys. Let me check this audio over here, because it's almost time to get it going. All right, everybody. It's Saturday morning. Y'all know how we do it. Got to do these openings. Got to get this voice ready, because guess what we're about to do? With my Our Bottom Line mug. Salute to everybody. Good morning. Y'all ready? Because I am. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's do it, y'all. Any second now, it's going to be time. So I'm trying to give them a little bit of time to get it going. You ready? You ready? Because we got to do this on time, buddy. We got to do this all on time. Come on, come on. I'm ready to go. You guys see, I'm ready to go. I got my videos lined up. Got my speech done. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. You can do it. One more second. Couple more seconds here. Who else we got up in there? Cuz has got 5 on it. Yeah, I got 5 on it. You already know it. Cause I got 5 on it. That's my joint right there. That's one of my favorite songs right there. But this is too. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here right about now. Okay. Olay. Don't play. Let's go, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. We gotta open up those pores. Dun, 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 dun. We gotta open up those pores. Today we gotta have some fun, y'all. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those, something we never did, never thought we ever would do it. Dun, 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 dun. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy, young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on the dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you will find many ways to have a good time. Dun, 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 dun. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything you have ever want. I don't suggest you hang out with all the boys and don't stay at the YMCA. YMCA. I just did that for comedy. I swear to you guys, I'm just playing around with you because I don't suggest that you stay at the YMCA. It was totally just for comedy. But anyway, y'all ready to go? Because I'm ready to go. Let's get it. Pump that beat. It's Saturday the 4th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and this, and that. And we be talking about this and that, and that, and this, and this, and that. Just got me lit. I thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest with you. Dun, 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 dun. Fun to stay at the... So easy to do that dance to. All you got to do is pump your fist. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me today, this Saturday morning, I appreciate you. I know you got your big bowls of cereal right now. You got it right there and you're like, doo-doo-doo. Can't wait to get the story going. I know y'all how y'all doing on Saturday morning. But anyway, we got a lot to get into, so I'm not even going to play around. Y'all know what I got. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on time, stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, let me know what time it is where you guys are at, because I really would appreciate it. I like to do research and come back and find details of exactly where you guys are. And with that being said, also, let me know what time it is, because also it's 6 o'clock here, but that doesn't mean it's 6 o'clock where you are. And guess what? I'm not even gonna play around. I'm getting right into it. Let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys, let's go. We have Trump says the war is over soon. Iran says we're just getting started. Just getting started. You guys see what's going on. They got the missiles, and just like President Trump said, they've been firing them all over. And you guys, we've had some serious situations happen where we got some breaking news. And not only did we get one downed fighter, we've also got some situations going on with some helicopters. So it's a big deal going on, and that's mostly probably the reason why he did not want to put boots on the ground. So guess what? We got some real serious issues going on this morning. Breaking news, trending topics. Let's keep on going, you guys. What else do we have? We got the U.S. Army Chief of Staff who told to step down immediately by Pete Hegseth. That's right, one of the main chiefs of staff. He has 1 year left, but guess what? Pete said, thanks for your service. Can't say, I guess they're gonna switch him out. We're gonna get into that as well. We got so much more to get into, but last but not least on our thumbnail here, we got the war on fraud. U.S. schools and district pushes back on over $287 million in projects. That's right. During COVID, there was over $287 million allocated to certain schools. That money did not go there. What was that money supposed to go to? Tutors, special training, help for students to get things that they would not be able to get access to due to the fact that they were not going to be able to go to school. $287 million is what they're saying that was misappropriated, and there's no accountability for it. Guess what? We're getting into that as well. It's Saturday morning, you guys. It's our bottom line, trending topics, current events. Let's get it going, you guys. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We got work to do. I got to stack this deck. Hope everybody got their water, their tea, whatever you got. Make sure it's real good for you. Make sure it's not that carcinogen carrying stuff, the stuff with the plastic bottles and everything that we've been trying to stay away from. And today, you guys, we got a phenomenal health and wellness section. I hope that you guys appreciate it. It was kind of crazy. I had to find something, but it's really going to work out. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I'd like to do a follow-up on the story that we started off with yesterday. Normally, yes, we do start off with the president, but this is a very important story that we have to follow up on with the 7-month-old little girl who was pow-powed in New York and is not alive anymore. They have apprehended the person, the piece of trash that has done it. He's a 21-year-old, and they got him. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. I want to make sure that this audio is up so we get everything, and let's get it. Let's go.
We have some serious breaking news right now. There's a new development in the story about that 7-month-old baby that was shot and killed in Brooklyn. Just look at her. Oh my gosh. This story keeps on developing. We understand that the police may have a second person of interest in custody. We're going to turn now live to Richard Giacobbe, who's been following this story. There's so many details that are emerging. Richard, you're following this case. I know as a dad, this sort of hits you, hits all of us very hard. What's the latest right now?
So, you know, Duarte, I know you were on this story when it first broke, and I remember watching your report, and you were here on Newsroom Live. What the NYPD is telling us is that a second person is now in custody, has been arrested in connection to that deadly shooting. Police identifying 18-year-old Matthew Rodriguez as the second suspect, wanted for operating the moped during the deadly shooting of that little baby, 7-month-old Kaori Patterson. More on Wednesday here in East Williamsburg. So Rodriguez was taken into custody in Pennsylvania today by NYPD detectives assigned to this certain task force. It's a U.S. Marshals Regional Fugitive Task Force, and the charges against him we're not aware of yet of what exactly they are. He's not believed to have pulled the trigger, but he was believed to be operating that moped during that shooting. The alleged gunman, who you already know was the passenger on the moped, he's already in custody, but still in the hospital. Police are still looking. We're looking for the driver.
They look like two stooges right there running into that car like that, going backwards the wrong way into the street while the car's coming in, making the right-of-way turn.
Up until today, that gunman has also been identified as 21-year-old Amori Green. He's already been charged with murder, attempted murder, and assault. Why he's in the hospital, broken leg, and that's why his arraignment is pending, and any perp walk that's going to happen. Police say they knew the identity of the second suspect. If you remember, Duarte, we were saying this all of last night when Stephanie Bertini was on the story, and she was on it earlier. They wouldn't release his name. They knew who they were trying to look for. They knew how they were going to get him, so their task force was able to cross state lines, get into Pennsylvania, and find out where he was headed. So 18-year-old. Imagine an 18-year-old. Matthew Rodriguez, the second suspect, wanted for operating the moped, now in police custody. And you can't bring back Kaori, but you can only hope that these arrests, with one of them pending charges, one of them already charged, bring some type of closure or justice to this family, it's going to be a really long road ahead. And we know that, and you've reported on this as well, that GoFundMe page to help them is still growing. The memorial that's over here is still growing. There are people still coming almost every 10 to 15 minutes here and stopping and looking. And even if they weren't aware of exactly what happened, you see the memorial here next to me, they want to know. And then when they hear it, the reaction is like anybody, any parent, whether you're a parent or not, you have that reaction of, oh my goodness, a 7-month-old, a little girl who was just beginning her life. You feel for this family, and we've spoken to the family too, and they're inconsolable, as anyone would be. So again, we can report tonight, and we'll be on this all night. A second person arrested in connection to this deadly shooting of little Kaori Patterson Moore, that 7-month-old, here in East Williamsburg on Wednesday. A really rough couple of days, and hopefully, Duarte, some justice for this family.
Yeah. I want to ask you just one quick question. I know that this story is developing, but when we saw that video, we see the person who was taken into custody tonight driving it. He's the one that sort of does like this back flip twice, but he's able to walk a little bit. I mean, they both somehow walk, but that hit was hard, and police were called for this scene. So obviously we have the surveillance footage right now. Were you able to talk with anyone recently after the second person of interest was taken into custody?
Oh man, that's enough of the stooges falling down for me already, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, but we still have to say a prayer for Kaori, because that was a very tragic situation right there for a 7-month-old to lose their life. I don't think anybody or any party or any side could see nothing but what we saw there. 2 idiots that were just aiming crazy, and they deserve to get prosecuted at the most that they can get. And they're lucky that the streets didn't get to them before the police did, because I'm sure the streets would have handled them. I want to pray for the family. I want to pray that they try to get together, and because right now, as you hear, they're inconsolable, which is totally understandable. And the other little child has got grazed in his back, by the way, by the same bullet that took her to her demise. It grazed her brother in the back. So I'm hoping that he got 100% recovery as well, because they said that when he asked about his sister, he said he was pointing in a certain way and saying that she was not here anymore. It's a very sad situation. Lucky both of them didn't lose their life. It's sad that one did. I want to pray for the mother, the father, and all of the children, every family that's dealing with this situation, everybody that's helping out right now. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Washington, as Trump has some shocking claims and no ceasefire, and it's close to victory. Oil sites are under attack, but he's saying that they're close to victory, but there's no ceasefire. I don't understand what's going on with this. And then when you're coming down, you got a lot of things going on when it comes down to the other side striking back with these ways that I'm about to show you now when we keep on moving forward. It's going crazy right now, you guys, and guess what? I don't know how it's going to wind up, because he's saying one thing, but it seems like it's not ending.
It's very hard to get, and usually what we were able to do through great equipment, a lot of smart people, as soon as they sent a missile up from a launcher, we were able to knock out that launcher within a period of 5 minutes or less, accurately, right on the noggin. So now we have low-cost interceptors effectively combating Iranian drones, and our B-2 bombers recently dropped dozens of 2,000-pound bombs to destroy missile launchers all over Iran and buried deep under Iranian soil in many cases. The soil was no match. And we're also annihilating the manufacturing base that the regime uses to build drones and missiles at a rate that nobody thought was possible. We're knocking them out. We know where they all are. We're knocking them out very quickly. We're ahead of our initial timeline by a lot. I would say that we probably would not have thought after a month we'd be here. In addition to the fact that we've taken out the leadership twice and maybe 3 times. And
okay, meanwhile, we got situations going on. We're about to stack this kind of crazy. I don't even like this at all. Meanwhile, we got Trump being briefed on a downed fighter that went down because of that took it down. And they're saying it could have been because of radar. It could have been heat seeking. I don't know, but they said it took him down. And guess what? He's been ejected. Of course, when you're ejected from the plane, that means what? It's no longer able to fly. That's number 2. Number 3, they said that they noticed that the area, the seat was just there by itself. So we don't know if he's still, he probably definitely ejected, but we don't know where he is and if they got him. Let's just go there and be straight up about that. Because of course, if they see that they downed it, what's the first thing that they're going to do? Get in their Jeeps or their trucks and try to go find that person that's coming down in that parachute, right? It's common sense. Let's keep on moving forward.
Breaking news coming into Fox News Channel. The president has now been briefed on a downed F-15 fighter jet in Iran. This is a U.S. fighter jet. We are also told a statement from CENTCOM is expected shortly. We want to bring in the chief national security correspondent, Jennifer Griffin, with more on this. Jen, what are you hearing?
Well, Trace, we had some details of this alleged downed F-15E fighter jet that went down in southwest Iran. It's in the province that is actually closest to Karg Island, which we've been hearing so much about. We had withheld reporting on this until now.
Kind of why they don't want boots on the ground. So this is just one person. Imagine if they had a lot and they already had their stuff set up. Smart move not putting boots on the ground, but they never thought about people going down.
Because there was an active search and rescue operation ongoing. But now that we've learned that the president has been briefed on the downed F-15, we are getting some details from open source online showing that the actual pilot seat from the F-15 was seen on the ground, suggesting that at least one of the pilots had ejected, and the pilot was not present at that site where the photo was taken, so that suggests that one may have survived at least. There are 2 pilots in an F-15E, and they would have been flying. We see also some open source video showing that there were 2 search and rescue helicopters.
Nope, don't tell it before I do. Just let you get yours off with them fighters, because now we got a situation where they sent 2 helicopters to go see what was going on, if they can retrieve him. They boom those as well. So now we got a lot of down situations going on. Another video, whole different objective, a whole different direction. Let's go over here and see what's going on with this. Let me see something.
There's a couple of things that could have shot this plane down. It could have been anti-aircraft artillery, large bullets from the ground. It could have been a heat-seeking missile, or it could have been a radar-guided missile.
The reason I'm going through everything is because I'm trying to give you guys an idea of the possibilities of the arsenal that they still have. So when he says it's over, we can't really say that because they still got a whole bunch of these heat seekers, this one and that one, and so it's not really over. Just trying to get the little ideas going and let you guys see what's happening over here.
Sometimes you only know about the threat if you see it visually, but especially if it's a radar-guided missile, your systems would be telling you that it's inbound. You would be doing defensive maneuvers and have electronic capabilities to try to defeat it, and it would only be after you were struck and the plane could no longer continue that you would make the decision to eject.
Okay, now let's go to the other situation with the 2 Tomahawks now. Where the Tomahawks at? Where the Tomahawks at? Where the Tomahawks at? Tomahawks at. This is Tomahawks right here?
Dozens of countries sought ways to restart vital energy shipments through the Strait of Hormuz as U.S. President Donald Trump and Iran created escalating threats, driving oil prices sharply higher and deepening anxiety across global markets. In a social media post on Thursday, Trump warned Iran to make a deal before it is too late, and shared what he claimed to be a video of a U.S. strike on a newly constructed bridge linking Tehran to the northwestern suburb of Karaj. This eyewitness footage shows smoke rising from the B1 highway bridge. Iranian state media said the unfinished bridge was hit on Thursday, killing 8 people and wounding dozens. Iran's foreign minister condemned the attack, saying the strikes on civilian infrastructure would not force Iran to surrender.
We're
No, that's not it. I'm trying to find this from right here because they just hit those Tomahawks yesterday. Yeah, but let me see something. I'm sorry, you guys. I really I had this already ready for you guys, and I like to make sure that everything is lined up with what we actually doing. But yeah, and I don't want to keep going without that. But are you serious? Oh man. All right. I guess I got to. I guess I got to. I guess I have to. Do I? Do I? Let me see something. I know I had it there. Trump shocking claims. Second. Boom, 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 boom. All right, y'all. Yeah, I lost it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I lost it. I don't know what happened. And why is it not in my history? That's crazy. Yep, sometimes it happens, you guys. And yeah, I'm not even going to front. I'll let you guys see some of the research and some of the stuff, how we do. Oh, there we go. 2 black fighter Tomahawks.
Here we are learning that 2 Black Hawk helicopters involved in that search and rescue operation were struck by incoming fire. They returned to base with some injuries among the crew members, we're told. And as you said, an A-10 aircraft was shot down over Iran, and the pilot of that jet has been, quote, recovered. There are few missions that are as risky as combat rescue behind enemy lines. But yes, 1 crew member of the F-15 has been rescued, and U.S. forces are still searching for another. This, as the war takes a dramatic turn. The search and rescue operation is a high-stakes, high-risk mission that puts the rescuers themselves in extreme danger as they mount their search behind enemy lines. The jet was shot down in the rugged mountains of southwestern Iran. Iranian state television released a series of images claiming to depict the crash site and the wreckage. One of the crew members was rescued by U.S. forces, although the crew member's condition has yet to be confirmed by U.S. Central Command.
Okay.
And the search for the second pilot continued into the night. A worst-case scenario that they are trained to survive.
All tactical pilots are trained in search and rescue evasion techniques, and so they know what to do. They have equipment that will help the rescue forces find them.
The jet was confirmed to be an F-15E, known as the Strike Eagle, the first American aircraft shot down over Iran. 3 other F-15s were shot down by Kuwaiti air defenses in a friendly fire incident last month. Those pilots ejected and survived. It all comes as the Iranians launched a new barrage of missiles on Israel, and the U.S. has expanded targeting to include major Iranian infrastructure sites. President Trump posted this video in social media after vowing this week to step up attacks if Iran does not open the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, you guys, yeah, we found it. I'm glad we did. We can keep on moving now. Woo! Had to do some quick research on that one, and I know that that was good because there was a lot of information there that I really wanted you guys to see and to let you know that not only did the fighter go down, but the other 2 Tomahawks went down as well. Another reason why they do not want to have any boots on the ground. It's really hard to go train for someone else's territory when you just right in the mix of everything going on. They try to do everything from the top with the boom, boom, boom. Let's just keep going forward, you guys. Grand Rising, looking sharp. That's right. We got to throw in the lilac today. Try to keep it fresh and light. How you guys doing this morning? Do me a favor, if y'all appreciate the content, the quick research and the save that we just did, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because guess what? We're just starting. I really appreciate it. And if you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I would like to just say that I think that we're kind of like the #1 channel, especially when it comes on at 6 o'clock in the morning. Try to go somewhere else. Not going to be able to mess with us. #1 chat, #1 fam. Can't mess with them at all. And me, never know what I'm going to do. I might just sing a song. Nah, but we got to get into something a little different right now. Let's get on over to Macron. Because he says Trump's jibs that he threw at him about his wife punching him in the face and him still feeling the slap. It's no response. Doesn't even merit it. I think he's trying to be the bigger man over here. Let's go see what Macron has to say about the things that Trump said about him.
The French President Emmanuel Macron attended a tribute for war veterans in Seoul in South Korea. He did so with his wife, Brigitte. Macron was asked to respond to mocking comments made on Wednesday by the US President Donald Trump about his marriage. Comments made after days of tensions between Washington and its allies over NATO and over US-Israeli strikes on Iran.
First you got Candace Owens, then you got them other people out there talking about his wife. Now you got Trump talking about her. Man.
Iran.
We're talking about men and women fighting, about civilians being killed in the war that's raging in the region. We're also talking about the consequences of this war on our economies. The remarks I heard that you're referring to are neither elegant nor appropriate. So I'm not going to respond to them. They don't deserve a response.
He's a smart customer.
Trump made fun of the French president and his wife at a private lunch where he attacked NATO allies for not joining the war. Among his comments, he said Macron's wife treats him extremely badly and he's still recovering from the right to the jaw. He was referring to an incident in May last year appearing to show Brigitte Macron shoving her husband's face as they arrived in Vietnam. Macron denied any domestic disputes, saying he and his wife were joking, as we often do. Trump's latest broadside against Macron angered French politicians. Manuel Bompard of the hard-left France Unbowed party often...
He played that off good. That's almost like that dude was talking about Gina with that headboard behind her head right there. I don't know. I ain't know about you, but anybody that can pull that off, I got to give you the account. He did that just like Gina with that headboard. He said, how you guys doing out there? Yeah, still dazed and everything. Y'all know how that went down. Let's go ahead and keep on moving forward, you guys. Because now we got a couple of words that came in from President Trump. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Vive la France. There you go. Vive la France. Good morning, y'all. There you go. How y'all doing this morning? Let's go over to Washington real quick. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you see this the same way that Democrats and everybody else sees it? Because President Trump basically says it's not possible for us to pay for daycare, for Medicaid, for Medicare. He says the states should do it. I don't know about that, because then again, where does the states get their money from? Don't they get it from the government? It'll be like more like with the Minnesota situation again, where it's like kind of steals. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this statement. Do you take it the same way it's being shown? Let me know what you guys think about this.
Did President Trump just hand Democrats a big gift for the midterms? As if escalating frustration over spiking gas prices and a souring economy aren't enough, here he is, making clear what are not on his list of priorities.
We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. It's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection. We have to guard the country. But all these little things, all these little scams that have taken place, you have to let states take care of them.
Those remarks came at a White House event yesterday that was closed to the press, but video of it was briefly posted to the White House YouTube channel.
And yeah, we got to show props to that podium right there. Somebody shouted that out yesterday, and I didn't say anything about it. But yeah, that podium is fire with that eagle up there like that. Like, yes, you can use my back to read your book. Yeah.
Before it was taken down. Too late, though. It was already downloaded by a journalist for Business Insider who posted it to X. Joining us now, Maya Rupert, who served as senior advisor for the Elizabeth Warren campaign and former campaign manager for Julian Castro. Okay, Maya, so midterms are approaching. I don't know if you knew that. Will we be seeing Trump calling daycare, Medicare?
I don't see how. You already know I got to call that out right there, because the way you said that. Got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Woo! Rest in peace, Tupac. There you go, Demolition Man. That's right. What's happening to daycare? Daycare. Everybody needs daycare. This fool, doesn't he look tired? We thank God for President Trump to make America great and godly again. Oh, that's how you feel about it? Okay, I'm just reading comments, y'all. Don't beat me up. Good morning, guys. Big back, big back. Big back, big back. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to keep going. You try to talk about that girl right there. That's why I took it off the screen. Let's get on over to see what Pete Hegseth is doing, because this guy has one more year left. That's right, the U.S. Army Chief of Staff. He's stepping down effectively immediately. Doesn't sound like he's doing it on his own merits, on his own, right? Doesn't sound like he's just starting to do this, right? Everybody's starting to lose their job. First, you got Wonder Woman, with the host was the husband with the big boobs. You know what I'm talking about, right? Christy and Brian Nome. And then we get Pam Bondi because of the Jeffrey Epstein situation and did not do what she said that she was going to do. The files are right on my desk. That wasn't looking too good. And now We got this situation here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over and see what Pete Hegseth's doing. He's getting rid of people.
U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth fired Army Chief of Staff Randy George on Thursday, the latest purge among the Pentagon's most senior ranks. That's according to 2 defense officials and a source familiar with the matter who spoke to Reuters. The Pentagon confirmed that George, who had more than a year left in his term, will be retiring effective immediately. The department did not give a reason for George's departure, but said in a statement it was grateful for his decades of service. An infantry officer who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, George was confirmed to the top Army post in 2023. Terms in the role usually run for 4 years. Prior to the job, he was the Vice Chief of the Army, and before that, the Senior Military Advisor to then Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
Sends up a bit of a question mark, right? You did everything right in the past. Now all of a sudden you got 1 year left and they asking you to leave. Sounds pretty questionable, huh? What do you guys think?
The Office for George did not immediately respond to a request for comment. His departure comes as the U.S. military builds up its forces in the Middle East while carrying out operations against Iran.
Yeah, well, that's not the only head that's gonna roll. I guess they're gonna keep them rolling, y'all. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, because yeah, we gotta get on over to El Fulio right here. There is no way you go to a spiritual place of worship or to a funeral home or to a forever light. That means that they have a forever flame or something like that that's going on, and you never desecrate or you do anything disrespectful to any memory of anybody, no matter how you feel about it. This fool right here in France, I had to go back to France for this, because they're gonna kick this Moroccan man. She's shameful, very shameful. I don't know, they're calling this an act of WAR at a memorial. He literally just ducked down and lit his cigarette off of a flame. Yeah, off of one of the forever flames. They say it's very disrespectful. He deserves to be deported, and they're gonna deport him. Watch this. He's not even from there. He's from Morocco. I don't know what made him do that, because they shut him down after that. So he lights his cigarette off of this, 1914 to 1918, and rest in peace, somebody's memorial right there. France to kick him out. Moroccan man for shameful act of war memorial. Yeah, act at war memorial. That's a forever flame. You don't do nothing like that. Yeah. They want you to see it a couple of times before they show what happened to him. Then they're gonna show you what they did. The 47-year-old Moroccan piece of garbage was seen kneeling down to light his cigarette from the monument's eternal flame on August the 4th. The act was considered so disrespectful that authorities that Hamdi H is now set to be stripped of his residency, according to La Fiago. You gotta get up out of here. Taking your passport, leaving. Canceled, out of here. Department, look at that, yeah. The man who is being charged with violating a burial site, tomb, a cinerary, urn, or monument erected in memory of the deceased. He's reported to be homeless. He's reported to be homeless, though he's legally allowed to reside in Paris. According to the outlets, he is well known to the authorities. Well, guess what? He out of there now. He ain't gonna be doing nothing stupid like that anymore. I hope they get homeboy too. What's the fool name that went inside the church and disrespected everybody while they were in there doing their worship, talking about illegal immigrants and all of that stuff? Don, what's his name? That's all I know about him. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. El Fulio. What's that fool name? You guys know what I'm talking about. What's his name? No, not Donald Trump. The other one that went inside the church and started and messed with those people while they were praying. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, because now we got to get on over to Jersey. Yeah, we've been holding back for a while. Don Lemon, thank you so much. We've been holding back for a little while, but now we got this probe that's been going on, and I think that you guys might be interested in hearing a little bit about this. I hope I got it queued up correctly. I've been always trying to bring you guys information about this story right here, because I think it's something that we all need to know about. I can't play the whole thing, but they're saying that these New Jersey lawmakers are demanding a federal probe over alleged COVID release mismanagement. $287 million. And that's in New Jersey now. That's right next door to us. They found a whole bunch of money over in California. Prior to that, it was Minnesota. They found some dough missing in New Jersey, you guys. Let's go double tap that screen, get those likes up.
So New Jersey lawmakers say that $287 million in federal funds meant to help kids at Newark schools have been mismanaged. So where did all the money go? Lawmakers allege 16,000 students were supposed to get tutored, but less than 2,000 actually did. And $1.4 million contract for a literacy consultant was approved, but no work was ever done. There's no public record of what happened to the funds. 3 New Jersey state lawmakers wrote to Education Secretary Linda McMahon asking for a federal investigation, saying federal funds intended to help at-risk students recover cannot be approved, allocated, and left unaccounted for while outcomes worsen. Let's bring in New Jersey Assemblywoman Dawn Fantasia, one of the lawmakers who wrote the letter. Assemblywoman, thank you so much for joining the program. There's clearly a problem here. When you look at the proficiency rate being at 34%, the kids can't read. They have money, but they're not receiving the money to improve those scores.
That's correct, and thank you for bringing us on to talk about this.
Demolition Man, we appreciate you. If something to support the show and the best host, I appreciate you too. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, shout out to Demolition Man for the love. Do what he do. There you go, let's go. And this is so sad right here, because they actually allocated the funds for the children who really needed it, and they just stole it.
When we were doing remediation in English and mathematics following COVID, the federal government did step up and provided a bevy of funding for schools specifically meant for learning loss, for mental health support, and for air quality projects in school districts. But what we found in Newark was shocking, and it follows a pattern. It follows a pattern of adults behaving badly, mismanaging funds that are meant to for students, and we were always of the belief that Newark, which was under government control for 25 years, was just doing this with state funds. But now they've really crossed the line into the federal territory. They were allocated $287 million, and what they have done with it is entirely unclear. But one thing we do know is it did not improve student learning. It did not improve outcomes, and the adults absolutely behaved badly with no judgment whatsoever in this situation.
So this is the numbers that we have, Assemblywoman. The New Jersey Student Learning Assessment for 2025, grades 3 through 8, Newark's proficiency in the English language arts is at 34%. The math pass test rate is 21%.
Damn, look how bad they doing out there. And y'all talking about we #1 in education. And this is stuff I always be wanting to bring up, because we know how to talk a whole bunch of crap like, yeah, we this and we that. Stupid as a bag of nickels. Dumb as a bag of rocks. Stupid. Don't even know nothing. Go up to a kid right now and ask him a math problem. I bet you he's going to be like, huh? Hold on a minute. Try to do it on his phone. Oh, we don't do that no more. And ask him to do like script. Write your name in script. What script? Okay, cursive. No, they don't do that no more in school. Yeah, I know they don't. Yeah, I know. So we got New Jersey public schools to test scores. New Jersey students learning assessments in 2025, grades 3 to 8. Newark, 34%. English language arts test pass rate, 34%. Statewide, 53%. English language arts test pass rate, 21% passed at the math test rate, and 41 passed at the math pass rate on this one, and statewide. So, oh my God, you see why New Jersey's doing bad. And none of us can't really talk. Everybody's stupid. After COVID, socialism and all of that, kids ain't really going to school because all they got to do is turn on their computer. Teacher ain't really paying no attention. They're too busy stealing.
The statewide rate is 53%. For math, 41%. So the state in general is not doing its best, but the kids in Newark are underperforming when it comes to that state level.
Absolutely. And, students are sometimes considered at risk, right, due to socioeconomic factors.
Correct. Crystal, congratulations on your son graduating. And you're right, it's not easy. It's not the same in schools. It's overcrowded in there, too. I bet you it's a whole bunch of extra people in the classroom, especially if it's a public school. How are you going to teach a whole class like that? You're not really getting into really teaching the students like that. And if they really need to do something, it's like pay better teachers. So the better you pay, the better quality you get. You do know that, right?
So we know that those communities definitely can be hit the hardest. Now, I myself am an urban educator for the past 18 years in New Jersey, and I was an English teacher. I was a school principal during COVID, during recovery from the pandemic. So I see exactly the challenges that come with this. However, what I also see is when scores like this happen and there is no measurable improvement, and when Newark allocates $1.4 million for a no-show consultant whose only past experience is actually showing student decrease. The no-show consultant they hired actually took fourth grade students from a 34% literacy rate in the school she worked down to a 10.6% literacy rate. Now that's a terrible return on investment dollars that are meant to help children improve and learn.
And who was paying attention to that? And what are they doing about it? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. They're just getting dumber and dumber, just like the movie said. But no, we're the smartest in the world. United States, yeah, right. Which sounds good, I think we like 40-something, 41st. Everybody in front of us. All of the Asian countries, all of them in front of us. Dumb as a bag of rocks. 41 kids in my autistic graduate's class. Look at that. It's also a parent's responsibility to monitor their students and the children to ensure they get quiet and pay attention. Crazy Lisa. Okay, that's the excuse. My teacher just don't want to babysit bad children. That's that. If they spent less time indoctrinating kids and actually teaching the kids, might learn something. We're definitely not the smartest. Here we go. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on going. Got a sad situation over here where even if doom 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 ice baby, get them. Even if they get involved and they lock them up and they put them in, guess what? They always seem to find their way back, and it's always the worst of the worst that find their way back. And then what they do? They come back and they terrorize our neighborhoods, our children, and our family. And then when they get locked up, we got these judges that just let them out or give them a little bit of time, because let's not do that. Let's not give out a lot of jail time. My thing is do the crime, get the time, do the time, get deported. Period. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Hard to believe. These angel wives are pretty peed off about it too. We got these sanctuary cities that are really taking over policies. They're murdering. They got people that's in these sanctuary cities that are murdering people. When they do something in one, they go to the next one. That's how I could just tell, because a lot of the times when they tell you about what the person did, they'll tell you about the state that they came from. Most of the time when you look at the other states that they came from, it's normally a sanctuary city. Keep on moving forward. We got a situation right here that's a true slap on the wrist for illegals. These are illegal immigrants, and that's why they keep on coming here. Yeah, and they stay in the sanctuary cities. Situation like this gonna have you guys peed off, and all of the angel moms are peed off about it too.
Two suspects have just been handed a sweetheart plea deal after pleading guilty to murdering a man in Fairfax County back in 2024. The two men, one of whom is an illegal migrant, will only be required to serve 5 years behind bars despite facing up to 40 years in prison. The county Commonwealth's attorney, Steve Descano, told Fox News the plea agreement was the only way to ensure that the defendants were incarcerated. There was no DNA or physical evidence at the scene. All witnesses in this case were terrified.
So they're going to get 5 years for that, and because the witnesses was terrified to come forward. So they're only going to get 5 years.
To come forward or assist with prosecution. And this is far from the only crime controversy in Fairfax County. 3 of the 4 murder suspects arrested in the county this year are also illegal migrants and are accused of heinous crimes. One is accused of stabbing a man to death in his home. The other, allegedly murdering his own 3-month-old daughter. And another is accused of stabbing a woman to death at a bus stop. Marla Ingram is a Virginia mother whose husband, FBI agent Carlos Wolf, was killed by an illegal immigrant back in 2017. Marla, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. I know this is important to us. Tell us what happened to your husband.
Thank you so much. So back in August of 2017, my husband, Carlos Wolf, had just turned 36, and Sandra Cohen had just turned 33. In August of 2017, Montgomery County, Maryland, with its sanctuary policies, had freed an illegal who had a lengthy criminal offense record. They let him go. He was wanted by ICE for the second time in August of 2017, and they let him go. And little did Carlos and Sandra know that just 3 months later, their lives would be stolen because he would run them over on 270. And it's a criminal what has happened, and it is hard to believe that we are still fighting against these sanctuary policies that now we have in Virginia. That these are continuing to take the lives of American citizens, and it is completely heartbreaking.
And I can't imagine what you went through, what you continue to go through, losing your husband like that. I mean, losing your husband at all, but like that, it's just unimaginable. You know, I want to talk about those sanctuary cities. Do you think these are basically just a safe haven for criminals?
Absolutely. The sanctuary cities, it is hard to believe that we are still aiding and abetting criminal illegals, that they have more freedom than American citizens do. Roberto Garza Palacios was given a fine of $280 by Montgomery County, Maryland. He was allowed back onto the streets. And I want to know why this is continuing to happen. Our prayers are with these families that continue to lose loved ones, and it should not happen anymore.
Oh boy, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate you guys, because it gets more people over here to see stories like that. That's one of the victims' wives basically giving you a direct account. We got stupid idiots, some couple of trolls in here that are worried about the fact that we're watching Fox. And guess what? Doesn't matter what network we're watching. I hope you're still watching, because guess what? Doesn't matter if you're watching PBS, ABC, New York 1, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Does not matter if the story's true and it really happened. What you got to say about that? You're trying to say that the lady's husband didn't get power and lose his life? How about this? Learn some common sense before you make stupid comments. And that's why, BOOM! Had to get you out of here. Not playing. Just because liberty and justice is not here right now and a couple of people not, that don't mean that I don't still do my thing. I will get you up out of here, especially if I see you playing around. I'm paying a lot of attention. I don't need slow mode. I'm going to let you rock, and then I'm going to come get you. So this is a warning for all of the trolls. You think that we don't got a mod? I'm lying though. I can play all positions. Let's go. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's get it. Washington, we got to go on over and see why Trump got rid of Pam Bondi. They're saying it was because she's 12 days away from being deposed from the Epstein files. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Okay, cool. So reality got to go. I'll come get him in a minute. Let's go. Okay, because I was about to come get him. That's how we do it, y'all. We're knowledgeable over here. We don't worry about trolls. We keep on going on with the storyline and the details. And when they stick their heads up like weeds, we just go get them. Or you can just throw their name up in the air, and that's an alley-oop. That's what we call an alley-oop over here. When everybody say this person's name and now the mods see it, bam! We just come and just take it and slam dunk it and they out of here. Because we like a good show. We know that Boogotti and I don't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for no reason doing this, putting this damn suit on for no reason, and getting you guys trending topics, current events, and much, much more, jumping into song and all of that. We really take this serious. Let's keep on moving forward. Thank you. Let's go.
Moulton of Massachusetts. Congressman, good to see you. What's your reaction to Pam Bondi being fired?
I mean, look, I agree with what Hakeem Jeffries just said. As she is an extremist, she's petulant. I mean, she comes to Congress like a child, and it's embarrassing for the whole institution. But let's be more specific about what's going on here. She was about to be deposed in the Epstein case. That's why Trump got rid of her 12 days before that was supposed to happen. And he's put in place someone who did a sweetheart deal for him with regards to Epstein, the guy who went down and interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell and got her out of a maximum security prison, got her all sorts of favors that criminals like her are not afforded.
How many people agree with this? How many people? We didn't know about the 12 days till Christmas. I'm not playing. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about the 12 days till deposition. But guess what? They're still talking about she might still get deposed as just Pam Bondi, since she did have access to those files. They say they might still depose her. But what do you guys think about that? Do you believe what he's saying? Do you really think that Trump got rid of Pam Bondi because she's only got 12 days left? If you believe that, let's go. Double tap that screen. I'm talking about 12 more days till the deposition. Double tap that screen or get those thumbs up and get those thumbs up like this if you believe that that's why he fired her. If not, give me a thumbs down. Anything that you put up or anyone that you do, you can put some text next to it. I'll also read it. So if you believe that he got rid of Pam Bondi because she was about to be deposed, like this man says in 12 days, thumbs up. If not, I'm going to take a thumbs down. If you're going to type anything, I'll read that as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Got 2 thumbs up so far. So you guys believe it, huh?
All because she is willing to do favors for the president of the United States and help cover up his biggest political liability.
Robert Garcia, who you know is the ranking member on that committee, is intending to try to still get her to testify. Do you see a possibility of that happening?
I mean, I don't know, because he can probably try to hold her accountable to the law, but we all know that this administration is not accountable to the law.
Somebody says she was Lee Majors out here. She was the fall guy. Keep voting, blue, no matter who. This is what happens. He got rid of the BFB. Yes, and got some thumbs down. Something happened. Brian, somebody said that she wasn't doing her position. I heard that. I saw that one as well. Wanted to give you guys your proper due. Let's get on over and keep on moving forward, you guys, because again, they may still depose her even though she's not the AG anymore. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got to get on over to this MS Now report. Yes, MS Now, another network. Let's go. Whole bunch of them that we use over here. I don't know why people go in rabbit holes and they talk about Fox all the time. Let's get on over to these Epstein's information where his ex-girl says that they're terrified now that Trump's put Todd Blanche in as the AG's replacement. She says she has no faith that he even cares about the transparency and that he will cover up. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. We are talking about Jeffrey Epstein right now. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Joining me now, Stacey Williams, who dated Jeffrey Epstein for several months. Stacey, thank you so much for joining this afternoon. It's good to see you again.
Think she's bitter? You think they broke up a bad way? You think that's why she's getting interviewed? Come on now, I want to see what you guys got to say about this. This is his ex-girlfriend right here. Has a lot to say about her, huh?
I know you've been working closely with many of Epstein's survivors. What does the firing of Pam Bondi mean to you and to the rest of the survivor community that has been calling for accountability?
Well, I mean, it's good news to see someone who is absolutely terrible at their job go. But, you know, I'm reading that, you know, Donald Trump's personal fixer, who literally flew to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell and move her into Camp Cupcake, is going to be her interim replacement. And that's terrifying. You know, I don't have any faith that he cares about transparency. What I'm seeing all over again, and I've been hammering this since I came forward in, 2024, is that the survivors do not matter in the equation. The cover-up is what matters most. And I have no faith that the cover-up won't continue.
That personal fixer who you're referencing is Todd Blanche, of course, who's now acting attorney general. And he met with Ghislaine, and then she suddenly got the opportunity to go to a much lower security prison camp. To you, what?
Somebody says she couldn't wait for a chance like this one. She probably was in the middle of the street like, I'm his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, we used to date. Yeah, me, I'm his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, me, over here, you see me? She probably really wanted to get this interview, right? Somebody said she really wanted this.
What has, not just that moment, but the entire process that's unfolded over the course of the last year, what has it told you about this government, this administration's relationship to the survivors, who the public had been told for so long. Any minute now, revelations were coming, names were going to be revealed, potential new investigations would come. At the beginning of all of this, we were led to believe that these were people who were going to lead the way.
How about questions like, what made you date him? How did you guys meet? Did you know anything about him? Are you angry that you're not getting no money from the Epstein files, like from the foundation that's still paying people? What's up with those questions? Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen, because we don't know if she has an agenda. We listen to a little bit of it and stuff like that, sound cool, but we don't know. So let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. We got a report over here from this Epstein victim that responds to Pam Bondi's firing. And these families are not, they're not happy about what's going on as well. And you know who I'm talking about, Virginia Giuffre's family, the brothers and the sister, the brother and the sister. They're not happy about what's going on here.
And several suspects accused of kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane.
Oh nah, we ain't going there with it. What you doing, woman? I ain't talking about that right now. I ain't doing this one. I told you we ain't getting into that crap. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Gonna mess me up like that, girl. Where that other video at like that? Why you do that to me? All right, y'all, we gotta keep on. Let's go. Let's get up out of there already. That's enough already. All right, let's go. We got a situation right here where, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. That's the wrong video. Don't want to do no Gucci Man video. Apologize about that, you guys. That's enough. Let's get on over to Texas real quick. We got a woman who has been convicted in a murder for plot. She says the correctional officers reveal that they allege actual assault. They basically came inside while she was working. I think this is the one where, yeah, she was sick. She was off duty, all after female inmate. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm sorry about that, you guys. We have a bad situation here with an inmate, and I'm gonna just tell you like this. It's I don't know how you guys are gonna take this when you hear the whole story. We got an inmate who was basically put inside of a hospital, and she was not doing too well. She was sedated, and then two officers basically came inside and did some things to her, and she's in jail for life because she set up her husband. So it's like a hard situation here to really determine how we're gonna go with it or what people are thinking about it. Her mother reports what happened to her, because as soon as it happened, she said that she told her mother what happened, and that she had pain in certain areas after she came to, and she just started remembering what happened to her. And she thinks that two correctional officers came inside of her room while she was asleep and did some stuff to her. Remember, I have to be careful with the way I say things.
Convicted in a murder-for-hire plot, says two correctional officers sexually assaulted her at Hospital Galveston. We are not naming her because she is considered a victim in this case.
The Texas Department of Criminal Justice says that the officers have been removed from duty, and investigators are now looking into a second case involving those same officers plus a third. Our Corley Peel spoke with the inmate's mother about that alleged attack.
The inmate's mother tells me she had surgery at Hospital Galveston and was asleep in her cell when two corrections officers walked in and brutally raped her while she was still sedated. Nancy Hall says her daughter has been serving a life sentence after she was convicted in 2003 for orchestrating her husband's killing. In February, she was taken from the prison in Gatesville, Texas to Hospital Galveston for neck surgery, spending the night there, still groggy and sedated in recovery, when two corrections officers woke her up.
They entered the cell, smashed her in the face, turned her over, sodomized her, and took the warming blankets.
Hall says the guards left her daughter naked in the cell.
It took her a while to remember it because she was in sedation, and it started coming back to her. And when she got back to Lane Murray, her anus was hurting very bad.
Officials say a second inmate also reported a separate sexual assault earlier this year. One officer was named and two others were described. Two of those officers are in the same case involving Hall's daughter and are now relieved of duty. Officials say the third officer is already off duty for another reason. Hall says her daughter still has medical issues, but is too scared.
Do me a favor, you guys. We got enough people in the building right now. Thank you, Kendra, for letting us know about that. I see we got more than like 500 people in the building. I really would appreciate it, you guys. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. It gets more people over here to see stories like this and to see what's going on. We got a lot more in the kitty, and I hope you really stick around and see our health and wellness selection today. It's going to be about the eyes. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, since you're stuck around and you've been here this long, I'm going to give you a tidbit. We're going to talk about eyes, eye restorations, how we can improve our vision, also certain foods that we can eat to really see improvement in under 30 days. Some of these treatments that the doctor has already shown us, I've already used them. I'm already seeing clearer, and I've only done them 3 times. I love to share information, especially when it comes down to anything that can help us. Hope you guys stick around for that. So do your boy a favor. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. I really would appreciate it. Come on now. We can get that 500. I'd really be happy. Might even give out some free merch like some keychains and some decals. You never know. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I want you guys to get the rest of this.
To be treated.
It's very traumatic to her. And she is so frightened now, she will not go to Hospital Galveston and spend the weekend or overnight there.
TDCJ says male officers are not allowed to be alone with female inmates or do unclothed searches with women. At this time, the officers involved have not been named, but this is an ongoing investigation. Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
Now, I know you deserve to do your time, but man, you got the officer stepping in there like that. A lot of people are going to shift one way and says you probably got, that was probably good. And then look, you're probably thinking another way and saying that was a bad thing. I don't know, because people have differences of opinions. We're okay with that over here as long as it's respectful. So I understand how many people may think, well, you know, she did KILL her husband. You guys would, some of you guys may be saying that as well. But guess what? Still a human being and still don't want anything to happen like that to people. Hopefully they get to the bottom line of that, because those 2 officers, they could be doing that to other people as well, and that is not right for anyone. So yes, pray for that and pray for them to stop doing that and for it to come to an end and we find a resolution. Amen. It's best that I can do, because you're still, I don't like the reason why you're in Yale. I don't even like the fact why you're in there for setting up your husband. I don't like that, but still. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Providence, where a man was accused of a hatchet, a Tizak. That's right, you guys. I can say that word. Hatchet, I guess, like Judge Hatchet. I don't know what he was thinking about. The sad part about this is it's the 2nd time that he's done it. He's out on like parole or something like that right now for an attack like this. Like, I don't understand what's going on with these judges. I don't understand why they're letting these people out of jail, why they're not even getting bails. I don't get it right now. We're going to go over to Providence. I want you to see this. This is crazy right here. Let's keep this. Let's see. I want you guys to see what's going on with Providence. I don't want to say the words again because I got lucky and I got it out. But I definitely want you guys to see this story right here in Providence and what happened. Pay attention to this guy right here that has on the blue. He's up by the tree, and he's got like this. What is that? I think that's like a kind of a Walmart bag or something like that. This gentleman right there that's behind the car, that's going to be our victim right there, the one that's right here. This guy right here is basically, you see what it says up there. Let's go.
This brand new surveillance video shows the moment a Providence man attacked another man with a hatchet in a church parking lot. It happened Monday, and police say he's done this before. Good evening, I'm Brian Crandall.
And I'm Patrice Wood. NBC 10 learned the suspect was out on bail for a previous hatchet attack, allegedly at Kennedy Plaza. NBC 10's Molly Levine is live in Providence with the new details. Molly?
I'm standing where the most recent incident happened, right here in the parking lot of
They said the most recent incident, because this is not the first time.
St. Patrick's Church, where there is a soup kitchen in the basement here, and church leaders say that 2 people began arguing downstairs. They got kicked out, and they came here to the parking lot where that fight escalated.
To beat up on each other like that is unheard of.
That's crazy. Send them there, but they're not going to stay there because the judge going to let him out. He already out on one of these cases now is what I'm trying to say. He's out on the same charge from doing this already.
Monday mayhem caught on camera. Surveillance video.
Beat up on each other like that is unheard of.
That's crazy.
Monday mayhem caught on camera. Surveillance video shows the moments a man walks up to another man with a hatchet in his hand. We've stopped the video before he begins hitting him with it several times.
He could have killed that guy.
Police say the suspect is 28-year-old Javine Kweiwe, and they say they found him in a parking lot less than half a mile from the scene. The victim was taken to the hospital and the suspect taken into custody and arraigned in court.
They claim the police do by striking him with a hatchet.
He's facing felony assault and battery and disorderly conduct charges and is being held without bail for violating terms of previous cases. We're learning it's not the first time the suspect was arrested for having a hatchet in hand. Court records show Kweiwe was arrested back in September for allegedly hitting a person with a hatchet at Kennedy Plaza.
You don't get no time for this, let him out. Don't get no trouble.
He was released on personal recognizance the day after that incident. He was presented as a bail violator on the case in November after a disorderly and resisting arrest charge, and he was held in jail until he pled no contest.
He's trying to release.
Nearby residents hope the judge will be stricter this time around.
Twice. If he's done it twice, he'll do it again.
And back at St. Patrick Church.
There certainly will be limits on coming back here. We will be in discussion with Providence Police on that. In terms of bail, I'll leave that up to the proper authorities, but common sense has to prevail.
They say they'll continue serving the Smith Hill community.
The senseless violence we saw the other day will not deter us from helping this community because it's in the mission of the church.
Imagine somebody walking up on you like that with a heels and that shit. Yo, y'all gotta double tap that screen. I want more people to see this. Do me a favor, let's double tap that screen because what everybody else don't explain it. They always say, yo, double tap, share and like, subscribe. I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is hit that like button because what it does is get people over here. Why? YouTube will send up a signal if all you guys start hitting the like button. They'll say, oh, it must be something going on over there. They put the header up and boom, next thing you know, a bunch of people come over. And that's all I really care about because trying to get those numbers up as well as let more people see these stories that we got going on over here because the next one, I can't say it's even crazier, but we're gonna go from hatchet man to boom, boom, boom man. I can't say the word, but it's going down today, y'all. I hope y'all ready. It's about to go down today.
Church, and it's in the mission of St. Patrick Academy.
Again, the suspect is being held without bail. His next court date, April 7th. I'm live in Providence, Molly Levine, NBC.
And this is the second time. They finally kept him this time, but that don't mean that they're not going to release him again on his own recognizance due to the fact of what the damages are to that man, to the victim. If the victim only got a little bit of scars or whatever like that, or they're going to probably give him 30 days and let him right back out. Not looking at the major part about what's going on with this guy. Because y'all going to keep on letting him out until he do what? Yeah. Until somebody really get hurt, and then they need to sue y'all behind. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Really would appreciate it. Yes, if he approaches my men, he would be having lead poison, and it would no longer be any issue. Second Amendment, man. You saying one state of crazy, hoping that they take care of each other. Brian, sorry to talk on text. What we got over here? Okay. Let's keep on moving forward. That's the judgment for sure. There you go, Lisa. You know what you're talking about. Thank you, Eric. Do me a favor, you guys. Y'all got any money? Are y'all broke? Let me ask you a question, because I'm going to ask y'all a question now. You know, we have memberships over here, right? And they're very expensive. And I try to keep them low, but I know that I go a little extra. It's a whole $2.99 to become a member here. I know it's very expensive. I know. But, sometimes you got to charge something. So if you guys want to be big spenders, $2.99 will make you a member at Our Bottom Line. Double tap that screen and get those likes up because now we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. I don't know if you guys remember the video game, but there was a guy who was called the Mad Armor. Boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh, y'all better jump on them 10 gift memberships. Somebody giving out memberships right now. There you go. I love people like that. Thank you so much, Shannon. Everybody show love. Show love to Shannon for the love. There you go. Do me a favor, you guys. We're going to get on over to New York. Well, we got this 25 of them. Boom, boom, booms. This man walks down the street. He sets them off and he throws them. Yes. He has a gang of them, and they finally ran into him. Remember when I told you, New York, White Plains, and boom, boom, boom. I can't say what they're going to say. But you guys, when y'all see this, we go from Hatchet Man to boom, boom, boom man. And y'all not going to believe this because he's walking right up the street and throwing them. Just throwing them like it's nothing.
Right now at 5, neighbors say they've heard that boom before. The man under investigation for making and using bombs, which led to a street shutting down yesterday. And you won't believe how many police say they found in his home. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
Welcome back. I'm Jessica Moore. A White Plains man is accused of using a weapon of mass destruction after that explosive incident that we first told you about yesterday.
A federal prosecutor says investigators found 25 pipe bombs inside his apartment. Tony Aiello was in federal court as the charges were announced.
In a courtroom at the White Plains Federal Building, a prosecutor said it was, quote, a miracle 65-year-old Raymond Elders didn't injure or kill someone. Quote, his behavior was dangerous, flagrant, and reckless.
I come back, FBI and the bomb squad is out outside of our house.
About 4-ish in the morning, it was a boom.
Residents on Odell Avenue say they've heard frequent small explosions in the area, but 2 big ones on Monday brought White Plains Police, the FBI, and ATF. They searched Elders' apartment at 11 Odell Avenue. Prosecutors say they found supplies to make explosives and 25 complete pipe bombs. When White Plains Police took Elders into custody, the feds say he had black and blue residue on his hands and was holding a lighter. The prosecution also says this March 18th surveillance video shows Elders light a device, throw it, and walk back home before it explodes.
We just want to be safe where we live, and in this day and age with all this terrorists, who knows?
Residents are relieved and anxious for a quiet sense of normalcy to return to their street.
I think the city should kind of rethink, how much security we have in this kind of neighborhood.
That's what it was, GTA. Yeah, you right.
And do something about it.
Elders faces a total of 5 counts, including 2 for possessing explosives after a felony conviction. His lawyer says he has a history of drug and alcohol addiction. The prosecutor called his alleged actions the height of recklessness. The judge ordered he be held in federal custody. At the courthouse in White Plains, Tony Aiello, CBS News, New York.
That motherfucker crazy. Yo, somebody saying letters. I see you guys throwing out them alphabet over there. I ain't mad at you. I see you guys throwing out that alphabet over there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get on over to more like Boomer Man. Yeah, how the fuck did he even learn this? Bring back mental institutions, talk to the hand. I pledge my full and grand allegiance to the President Trump. Okay, that's what you said. Do me a favor right now, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get up to 80,000 subscribers. I really would appreciate it. We're trying to get up to 80,000, you guys. We're right there. We're at 71. I know I'm optimistic, but let's keep on working for it. We got a patient that did something very noble, and because of that, we've got the king of England himself, who felt that he did nothing but give him an honor. 8 days ago, you guys, I didn't even know that this happened, but this gentleman here gave a would-be boomer a hug to stop him from attacking a hospital. That's right, he talked to this man for 6 hours. Talked him down so that he wouldn't do the boom, boom, boom. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's right, we're going over there because we didn't get a chance to cover this.
Captured on CCTV and circled here in red is a man called Mohammed Farouk, a trainee nurse. He'd taken a bomb to a Leeds hospital and intended to set it off.
Just looked at a place. I just went over to see if we were all right and have a chat and see if we could cheer him up and make him feel better.
Farouk was spotted out.
He said, I figured that if I could just have a chat with him for a while to make him feel better.
Outside by Nathan Newby, a patient at the hospital who'd stepped outside for a vape. Mr. Newby thought Farouk was a grieving relative. Far from it.
He was watching every nurse come out and pass when they were going for the fags. He was watching his bag all the time at the Newman and told me what were in it, told me there was a bomb in it.
The bag was just 6 feet away from where they were standing outside the maternity unit. Inside was a pressure cooker stuffed with explosives, viable and deadly. Mr. Newby filmed some of their conversation.
So if I had walked into you, what were your intentions?
He said, so if you didn't bump into me, what was your intentions?
To let off inside.
He said to let off the boom boom inside.
So, I just done it in the kitchen.
Would you have just done it in the kitchen?
Why do you think that's okay to do?
Why do you think that's okay to do? I don't know. I've just had enough. I don't know. So you see what people do when they had enough? They want to take everybody else out?
I've had enough now.
Mr. Newby kept Farouk talking, trying to keep him calm, aware that any sudden moves might make him panic and set off the bomb.
You don't have time to think how you're feeling, you're just thinking about the people around you.
During their 6-hour standoff, Farouk revealed he'd had a row with nurses on the ward and wanted revenge.
And I said to him, there's ways of doing it, mate.
He was having an issue with the nurses that was on the ward and he wanted revenge.
It's one way of doing this. So he asked me to stand up and give me a hug. So I said, yeah.
He asked him to stand up and give him a hug.
Have a hug, mate. And then he said, right, I want you to phone police before changing my mind.
During that call, he revealed he had a gun.
He was just about to kill a lot of people.
Whereabouts are you?
Outside St James Hospital.
Subject secure, mate.
At a later trial, the jury heard that Farouk had been inspired by Islamic State. He was sentenced to 37 years in prison. But in recognition of his extraordinary courage, Mr. Newby now receives the prestigious George Medal from the King, an award that recognises conspicuous gallantry in non-combat situations.
In fact, I've got a chest infection and got rushed in, and I've been at home. Yeah, they go for it. And I've been seeing that nose.
It is an incredible story of courage, empathy and quick thinking by an ordinary member of the public that very likely saved many, many lives. Catherine Ivototsi, Sky News.
He said he was going to let it off in there. Plus, he had some backup with the boom boom, and he had problems with the nurses. That's right. That's how we do it, you guys. You got to show some love, and we're going to say thank you to the Lord for helping them be there at the right place at the right time. We don't only pray when it's a bad situation. We're praying for somebody to get energy and strength and stuff like that and recuperate. We also thank the Lord here, and we rejoice in his name, and we let him know that not only do we recognize the repair work that he does in the way that he covers us, we also recognize the work that he does in preventing things from happening to us as well, and sending angels. That's right, like dogs. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Do me a favor, double tap that screen, so I really appreciate it. Do me that favor, I'd appreciate it. Also, let's get on over to Philadelphia. I'm not talking about no kind of Rocky stuff. I'm talking a little more like the other kind of Rocky. The more kind of, what's his name? Hunter. I can feel it. Biden kind of Rocky. I'm talking about the crackhead type. I'm not even playing around right now. I'm talking about some straight 100% Dundee crackhead moves right now. This is something that only a crackhead would do, and we going there. What would a crackhead do? Let me read this story to you. Philadelphia, mother and a father allegedly leave the baby behind after some criminal behavior. They were stealing cables from overhead wires. Police came. They got up out of there and left the damn baby. How you gonna leave the baby at the scene of the crime? Yeah, come on, y'all. I'm not playing, because that's how they get down when they smoking that. I can feel it. There you go. Let's go, y'all. Baby left at the scene of the crime.
Two Delaware County parents facing serious charges this evening after allegedly leaving their baby at the scene of a crime.
Police say they were stealing cable wires in Upper Chichester when...
Fool, you stealing boxes and you got caught. This is worse than Smokey talking to Craig about Friday right now.
Police showed up, and that's when they're accused of running from that scene, leaving their infant behind.
Police say this was all part of a suspected scheme to steal cable wires, but it ended with an infant abandoned in a car.
Well, the baby's mother is now behind bars, and the search continues tonight for the father, plus an alleged accomplice. Action News reporter Walter Perez live for us now in Upper Chichester with...
It's a nice dress, by the way.
The full story. Walter.
Well, Shari and Rick, we are happy to report the baby was not injured and is now in the care of his grandmother, but as you'll see, this story could have easily ended much worse.
It was very early Monday morning when Upper Chichester police got the call about 3 people sawing away
at this inactive Verizon cable on the 3100 block of Meeting House Road.
The copper inside of the cables is a hot item for the precious metals to be melted down.
As police arrived, the three suspects fled the scene in a Jeep, leaving behind a Chrysler 300 with the cables in the trunk and handsaws on the passenger seat. The Chrysler was impounded and taken to Upper Chichester Police Headquarters, where officers awaited a search warrant for the car.
Once it was back here, our officers were checking the exterior of the car, and one officer noticed that a blanket in the back seat moved slightly.
The officers removed the blanket to find a sleeping 4-month-old baby. A short time later, the baby's mother, 32-year-old Angelina Williams, was arrested in connection with the cable heist.
Look like something straight out of that. What's that? Breaking Bad. Looked like she's straight out of Breaking Bad. Jesus Christ.
Without ever saying a word about the baby. In other words, if the police didn't see that blanket move, the vehicle with the baby inside would have been impounded, locked, and left in a secured lot until the search warrant was issued.
Thank goodness that the officer looked in there and saw something moving, because it would have been a few hours before we were able to execute a search warrant on it. Once the judge signed the paper.
In the meantime, two other suspects, 49-year-old Joseph Daniels, who police say is the baby's father, and 47-year-old Ray Gabase, remain on the loose tonight.
Man, that's terrible. That's some straight meth head move right there. Probably wasn't crack. Definitely was meth. Definitely was a meth head move right there. How you gonna leave the baby and leave him in the back of the car like that? That is so wrong, y'all. That's terrible. Well, you guys do me a favor. Y'all appreciate the content, because you know we going over here. We go all over the world. We got to get on over to another state, another place. We got to get on over to this Thunderdome, because they always say money doesn't necessarily change a person. Sons of Anarchy, yeah. Money don't change a person. And sometimes I've seen people win money, like lotteries and stuff like that, and they actually get cursed because now they got the money to do what they shouldn't be doing. Let's get on over to Kentucky right now. We got this Powerball winner who's been arrested for the 3rd time since winning the jackpot. This guy just can't seem to stay out of trouble. This is ridiculous. Talk about not worthy of non-deserving. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Kentucky. Kentucky. What this fool doing now? Let's go.
Take us to Kentucky, where a feel-good lottery story takes another dark turn. A man who won a massive Powerball prize last year has now been arrested for a 3rd time. CBS News correspondent Chanel Call.
The only reason I'd be getting arrested is if I'm fighting people off of me asking about money.
Joins us live right now. Chanel, what do we know about James Farthing's newest trouble with the law?
Thank you, Terry.
Well, this is someone who made national headlines last year after winning that massive Powerball jackpot. He won $167 million. So certainly a large pot of money, right? This, by the way, his 3rd time being arrested since winning that jackpot. Lexington police say, Mugo, that on Saturday, they believe that he broke into someone's home, that he stole $12,000 worth of cash. He later was found at a gaming facility. He was arrested there by police, and police also say, Mugo, that they found marijuana in his car. So he was arrested for 2nd-degree burglary and for possession of marijuana. Now, we also heard from a spokesperson for Kentucky Council of Problem Gambling, and they're saying, Mugo, look, I know for a lot of people, this can sound like a dream to win millions and millions of dollars, but it can also be dangerous.
Yeah.
Many people, when they win large sums of money and they're not used to that kind of money available to them, become very irresponsible with it, and the money often disappears. We need to look at risk reduction. And this would be things like set a limit. I'm only going to spend $50 or $100. What you can afford to lose. What is money that's earmarked for entertainment purpose?
So Mugo, Farthing appeared in court a couple of days ago. His mother posted bond for him on Sunday. Now he's sort of just waiting for the next step in this judicial process.
Of course, he got that bail money because he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. That's probably why he acting up and still doing crazy stuff. He turned into Big Papa Smoke. Oh, you caught that, Terry. Money doesn't change everybody's character nor mindset. Hey, from New Zealand, it's 20 past 12 at night. Thank you for chiming in, New Zealand. It's daytime over here. How you doing? Let's keep it moving forward. We got to get on over to Coral Springs and do a follow-up story to the mayor who lost her life by her, whatever they want to call it, her husband, her boyfriend. We're going to go into this story right here, you guys. It's pretty sad. and I don't even like to report this, but we do follow-ups and trending topics, so we have no other choice. We're gonna get on over to Coral Springs because there's constantly more information coming out about this story. Sad occurrence here.
Chilling new details tonight in the murder of Coral Springs Vice Mayor Nancy Mater Bowen. Police say she was killed by her husband with a shotgun muzzled by a pillow. Detectives say he then slept in their house while her body was upstairs. CBS News Miami's Abby Dodge is your reporter live in Coral Springs with the latest on the murder that's shocked the community. Abby?
Statements and messages from all across the state of Florida have been pouring in over the last couple of days, but it's right here in Coral Springs where the loss of the vice mayor is felt the most. Coral Springs is filled with sorrow. Flags at half-staff and a growing memorial are a small indicator of Vice Mayor Nancy Mater.
Somebody said maybe he was jealous of her. Some men get like that. You know what? Some do, and I got to be honest with you, some definitely do.
Bowen's reach. She was ingrained in her community and sought support from other elected leaders like Tamarac's Vice Mayor Marlon Bolton, who said her career was just getting started.
She always wants to excel, but not just excel. She wanted to make sure that any job that she had, she wanted to help people. And so she thought that Congress would have done that for her.
Friends say she was set to announce her candidacy today. Bolton says he got a call from her family shortly after her death asking for prayers.
The family is still mourning. They're shut in. They're crying. They're weeping.
Wow.
And you know, we just have to pray for them.
A city staffer had tried to reach Mayor Bowen's husband asking for help after she didn't show up to a meeting. Bowen replied he texted his wife and she's not picking up. The mayor of Coral Springs shared his sorrow with the city Thursday.
She was more than a colleague. She was a dear friend, a leader, and a true light in our city. She showed us what a true public servant looks like.
According to the arrest form, her body was found wrapped in blankets and placed inside of garbage bags. Detectives say Stephen Bowen, now charged with premeditated murder and tampering with evidence, confessed to shooting his wife when he showed up at his uncle's house to hide a shotgun. He allegedly told his uncle he couldn't take it anymore. Bolton says Mayor Bowen's death will not define her legacy.
I couldn't take what anymore? Leave. My mother always told me, she said, before you put your hands on somebody, you leave. And if they put their hands on you, you get up out of there too. You leave. You don't got no right to be putting your hands on nobody.
I don't think that we want to remember how she died, but we want to remember how she lived.
And a vigil is going to be held tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock here at City Hall. As far as Stephen Bowen, he is still in jail in Broward County without bond. Anyone coming to the vigil tomorrow night is asked to wear orange or green. Live from here in Coral Springs, Abby Dodge, CBS News, Miami.
Chilling news.
I don't understand. I just don't. It's just like always the good people, the best people with a shotgun too. Like while she was sleeping, not only do you do something because you jealous, but you a punk, and you do it like that. You a punk. That's what he is. I want to pray for. I'm sorry, you guys, right now. I'm sorry for that, but I apologize. I want to pray for her soul. I want to pray for her family, the entire community, because they're going to take a loss behind this one here. She was going to be a shining light and a pillar in her community. She was planning on bringing greatness to that area and helping people out. Things that she always was doing. You heard what the person said before that. She only wanted to work in places where she could help people. The mayor almost looked like he was about to cry right there. It looked like every single person that she came in contact with loved her. And this is a sad, tragic loss. We want to pray for her family. We want to pray for everybody who was involved in going through this for strength and for love and for hope. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. He was a straight coward, exactly. He was a coward. He was a coward. He put his hands on me. He was a coward for doing some stupidness like that. We don't play nothing like that. Keep on moving, Boogotti. We are not that fragile. Okay, don't be sorry. We're not that fragile. Okay, amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to go on over to London now. He's not the sharpest. No, we ain't. I'm not doing that one. I'm tired. I'm not doing that one either. I saw this story right here, you guys. I couldn't believe it. It got 13 views. 13. I saw the story, the line, the headline. I was like, it got 13 views. I gotta say it real quick for you guys probably leave because it's probably not a big enough story for you. But I ain't gonna play y'all like that because we bring stories over here so many more people can see them. We're gonna go over to Rock Island at Bettendorf. Flags of Unity, Health Point, Trinity to honor sexual assault survivors. This is Rock Island at Bettendorf, you know. Flags at the Unity Health Point, Trinity to honor sexual assault survivors. And that's probably why they don't know what's going on because it's really hard to get to this title right here. I want you guys to see what's going on over here. All right, now I'll get you up out of there because I didn't want to do that when I had enough of stupid stories like that. Let's get to something serious over here.
In recognition of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, Unity Point Health Trinity is honoring survivors in a really powerful way. A total of 164 flags were placed outside hospitals in Rock Island and Bettendorf. Each flag represents a survivor who sought care in 2025. The display is meant to recognize strength and resilience while raising awareness about support services that are available in the community.
Yes, it was short, but I wanted to get it out there because I think it's important. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. Anybody that's going through something like that and people that lost their lives, you are supposed to show respect. You're supposed to show respect. You're supposed to show class, and you're supposed to pray, and you're supposed to give them a moment. That's right. Amen. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Now we're going to get on over to Orlando. We got 16 of them. They got them, y'all. They got them. Locked up, and I hope they don't get out. Watch your head, just like this. Watch your head. You're going to be looking around like this. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing right now, but they already got them. 16 of them. Alleged child number 6 prisoners, can't say certain words, arrested in a multi-agency operation. They caught 16 of them, y'all. Let's go. Come on, y'all, let's get on. I love when they do these sweeps like this and got them off the streets and then they can't hurt the kids. And now you might want to show the kids something like this.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Osceola County Sheriff Chris Blackman. In the last week, our agency had a multi-agency undercover operation, which led to the arrest of 16 individuals that you'll see up here on the Operation Ketchicon display. These 16 individuals came here intending to have sex with children, minors. Yesterday in Tampa, Governor DeSantis signed new legislation to strengthen protections for children and increase penalties for sexual offenses. These 16 suspects up here on the board contacted minors, sent explicit messages, and arrived at designated locations, all with the intent expecting to meet children to have sex. All 16 were safely taken into custody. Let me be clear, we are actively pursuing those who prey on our children. These 16 are not the last. I wish I could report to you that this was the end of the line, but it is not. This operation involved many agencies, including the Osceola County Sheriff's Office, St. Cloud Police Department, Kissimmee Police Department, Polk County Sheriff's Office, Orlando Police Department, Orange County Sheriff's Office, and our federal partners. Our mission is nothing more than to protecting these kids from these predators that are seeking them. The suspects came from various backgrounds, proving that this evil can hide anywhere. Each faces serious felony charges, including attempted sexual battery on a minor and solicitation with a minor, which means they could face decades in prison and lifelong sex offenders registrations. We have strong evidence, including chat logs, travel records, to think anyone about harming children. We are watching you. Let me be clear, perfectly clear. We are watching what you are doing. There is nowhere to hide on the internet. If you make a move to harm one of these children, we will track you down. We will not stop until every predator is removed from society and our streets and our communities. These arrests are just the beginning. I'm going to talk to the parents, and I need you to pay attention, parents, please. Be vigilant with your children. Talk to your children about the dangers of online gaming platforms, cell phones, chat groups. The Attorney General here filed lawsuits back in the end of 25 and 26 against Roblox. It's one of the places where they're preying on children. It's a predator's stomping grounds to go looking for. It's where they hunt. If you have any information about child exploitation, please contact the Osceola County Sheriff's Office, or you can contact Crime Line. These arrests eliminate the threats of these 16 people from our communities and protect potential victims. Unfortunately, this is not the envied exploitation of.
I'm trying to figure out why it's not a national. Somebody said in the comments, how come they don't adapt that law for every city, for every state? And you're right. Why don't they adapt that? And I want to just say thank you for Florida for catching them, for locking their nasty behinds up. I think that they should do sweeps like this all the time, because people like monsters and pieces of trash like that should not be out here, should not be amongst the free living people. They should not. And get all of the ones that were supposed to be deported and get them up out of here too. Let them go back to their own country and deal with that. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got another one. We got a national disgrace going on with governor candidate blast Kathy Hochul over alleged funds being spent on what? Illegal immigrants. I told you guys, and now she's like, we need money. Can the billionaires please come back? Oh yeah, Kathy Hochul. She's striking again, you guys. You know how we do when we always talking about this nonsense right here. This one right here, boy, oh boy. And you know I can't stand her. That's why she's always up in the front screaming loud. Let's go.
Federal prosecutors are investigating alleged bribery involving a New York City council member and her sister, who happens to be a top aide to Governor Kathy Hochul.
Oh, rich Hochul, huh? Maybe getting some money funneled that way.
Let's bring in New York Republican gubernatorial candidate Bruce Blakeman for more on this. Good to see you, Bruce. We should mention, by the way, this isn't her first run-in with, at least the smell of corruption. There was that thing that Lee Zeldin brought up when he was running against her about allegations about a contributor who got these no-bid contracts for these COVID testing kiosks that and I remember this was after the pandemic was really at its contagious stage, and nobody was going to these things, but multi-million-dollar contracts, no bid contracts apparently to a contributor. So she's been through the charge of corruption before, right?
Well, not only that, but David, recently there is a federal investigation of a close aide of Kathy Hochul who has ties to the Chinese government, and that she might in fact have been a Chinese spy. So we've been hearing the rumors all along about pay for play, and we've talked about the fact that billions of dollars of our taxpayer money has been spent on illegal migrants without any transparency. First, we should never have spent all that money on illegal migrants who've been in New York for 15 minutes. That's New Yorkers' money. It should have been spent on New Yorkers.
Somebody's finally talking about it. I felt like I was talking to the corner. I felt like my teacher put me in the corner and said, just shut up, because nobody's listening. They gave them millions of dollars, you guys. They had them staying in Park Avenue hotels. They had them staying on Madison Avenue. They had them with the EBT cards. They were going to get free clothes, free food, everything, free hospitals, free doctors, all of that. They were living large off the hog, you guys. They were just sending them. Remember the buses that just kept coming in? I ain't even gonna lie, being a part of the New York and being here so long, every time I saw those convoys, it just took something away from me. It just took, what was they calling them? What were they calling them when those people were just walking? I forgot what it was, convoys or something like that. People were just, now we're coming over we're gonna cross over the border, and we're not gonna stop. And they were just walking right through, just so many millions of people. And they're like, yeah, we're coming down to your state. And then they send them to Texas, and then the Texas will bus them up to New York. Next thing you know, they're getting treated better than everybody. All our homeless, they stepping over the homeless people and going into the hotel, while the New York homeless people got to stay on the streets and in the shelters. They was balling out. I'm talking about they were spending so much money on them. The hotels, they wasn't even taking they weren't even taking in any accounts. They were just taking on the accounts from homeless people. They weren't even taking regular people in certain hotels because they wanted the government funding, because they knew that money was going to be there. They allocated certain floors to just illegal immigrants, whole bunch of stuff. Let's keep on going.
Not on people who just arrived in New York. But on top of that, we're finding out now that money may have been spent in a way that didn't benefit anybody other than Kathy Hochul's contributors.
Now, we should mention, of course, that a warrant that was given by a judge to get evidence about whether or not there was corruption. That doesn't necessarily mean that there will be charges, that charges are not necessarily imminent, but it does seem to be veering in that direction. And are you going to be bringing it up in the campaign?
Absolutely. But again, even if there wasn't corruption, what right did Kathy Hochul have to spend over $8 billion of New York taxpayer money on people who've been here for 15 minutes? They're not New Yorkers. They arrive in New York, they get free transportation, free food, free communications, free transportation. This is money that could have been spent to cut taxes. We're the highest tax state in the United States. It could have cut taxes. We could have used it for infrastructure, for hospitals, for education. She chose to give it to everybody who landed in New York. And that's why illegal migrants from all over the country have come to New York, right, because of the free handouts by Kathy Hochul. And now we're finding out that the benefits aren't even going to the people they were intended to, that they may have been going to people who contributed to her campaign or who are worse, working on her staff.
Well, there's an economic term, perverse incentives, when you...
Oh boy, yeah, they finding this corruption everywhere. I really hope that they find something on her and get her the hell out of here, though, because I couldn't stand her being the governor at all. I really hope that they get more deep detail into this. Yes, y'all, it's crazy. Do me a favor, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I cannot stand Kathy Hochul. Just so you know, my numbers were incorrect when it comes down to the congestive pricing. I looked up at I said, ChatGPT, let me know what the numbers are right now for the congestive pricing. How much money the Kathy Hochul took in. I said, it should be somewhere around 297 million. They said, excuse me, Mr. Boogotti, you're wrong. You're not even halfway. It's up to $597 million that they've already brought in from congestive pricing. That's right, you guys. When they came out in the streets and they just said, you got to pay $9 to go past 59th Street to get to 60th Street. And if you don't have an easy pass, it's 14 bucks. That's right, congestive pricing. More money, more money, more money for them. And then they told me they're going to put it towards the trains and the subways. We don't see it. And then you just raise the fare down there. So what you really doing with the money, Kathy Hochul? Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. Sam Champion, appreciate the dollar. He got $1 on it, y'all. Everybody be like, Sam, I'll be straight today. Everybody give up $1. I know y'all got $1, right? Everybody, come on, let's keep on moving forward. I want you guys to see this new situation right here with the new price of bottled water is about to go up in the USA, and here's why. That's right, you guys. That little bottle of water, they're trying to say, oh, it's not expensive, it's cheap. First of all, we're paying for water. That's a bad thing. Secondly, it's bad water because of all of the stuff that's going into it, the microplastics, the processes, you know what I'm talking about. And now they're talking about raising up the price of the water. Let's go, you guys. Why? They're going to tell us now.
Energy costs, but one item is now being added to the list, bottled water, Laz.
Yeah, welcome to the law of unintended consequences. You already know that oil prices are going up, and you know that's giving a lot of pain at the gas pump, but did you know that it's also raising the cost of bottled water? This is a big deal because 90% of American consumers drink bottled water. 20% of us drink bottled water exclusively. No tap water for that crowd. Well, a 20-ounce bottle of water typically averages about $1.50. So why is the price going up? Because oil derivatives are a key raw material in making most plastics. So when oil prices rise, the cost of plastic goes up as well. And oil is up more than 40% since the start of the war with Iran. And now oil's trading around $100 a barrel. A supply chain expert at Syracuse University told Newsweek that he expects to see the price of bottled water to rise by 5% this month, which would bring the average cost to about $1.60. If oil keeps rising, he's forecasting the price of the bottled water to go to $1.65 and then possibly $2 if oil reaches $200 a barrel, which most analysts say is probably not going to happen, but you never know, all things considered. Now, when we look a little more closely, insult to injury time, an economist at Radford University is saying that the cost of bottled water could rise even if the price of oil subsides a bit. Why? Because panicky consumers might start hoarding. And we know full well from the pandemic that once the consumer panic starts happening, It happens in a big way.
Shout out Dot Focus. Thank
We
you
hear
so
some
much.
economists saying that it might take a year or longer for energy prices to stabilize, assuming that the Strait of Hormuz, that choke point for roughly 20% of the world's oil and natural gas that flows right past Iran, assuming that that were to open tomorrow, that it could take a year or longer for these energy prices to stabilize, which of course then has a domino effect on all these other items like.
I don't understand, because if they're saying that we only get a 1% of our oil and supply from the Strait of Hormuz, why should it be affecting us so much? Thank you so much, my brother, Dot Focus. And I ain't see you in a while. How you been? I hope you're doing good. Sam Champion got mad love for you. Everybody, give these people some love. They're showing some love right now. Come on now, or do what they do. Go ahead and show some love too. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let me ask you guys a question. We probably don't have a lot of people over here with this issue, but I'm sure that there are people that have this issue, like myself. And I want to try to find all sorts of things that can help us all out. Thank you, Jordan, so much. I'm trying to find things that can help us out with our health, with our lives, and with everything that we're doing from now on. I like when it comes down to us living healthy. I want to see more years put on our lives. I'm losing a lot of friends now at the age that I am, and I'm blessed to have every single day to be on this earth. One of the reasons why I wear a suit every day is because I'm thankful. One of the reasons why I'm so happy to come here and I got so much energy is because I love coming here, being with you guys, because I'm happy because we're having fun and we're doing what we got to do. Even if the stories are kind of, saddening, I still get a lot of energy from you guys and from being here. So I appreciate you guys. What I'm trying to do here is share that energy and share that love. Don't want to go too long, because this video is long. You guys are going to I'm going to let you take as much as you can. I'm going to give you the information from this video so that you can go use it later. And we're going to really be diving into more areas like this, because it's really about our health. This topic this morning, not playing around, going right into it. How many of you guys have issues with your eyes? Just asking. How many of you guys have issues with your eyes? Whether it's, let's say, what do they call it? They call it what do they call it? When you have cataracts, if you got something like that. Do you have blurriness or whatever? Do you have tired eyes? Do you have, let's say, when you have dry eyes? Anybody have any issues with their eyes? I thank you for the love on the suit. I appreciate it. Me, I have astigmatism. I'll tell you guys what's going on with me. Can't really see out of this eye. It's kind of like the biggie eye. So when you guys see that eye doing what it wants to do, going over there like, yo, what's going on over there? Yeah, it's got astigmatism. So sometimes it does what it's got to do. And sometimes, well, all the time, it's like an unfocused camera. It's stuck on unfocused. This one is stuck on unfocused. This one is 20/20. Keeping it 100 with you. It's been like that since I was a child. First thing that they tried to do was give me glasses, and they tried to cover this side to make this side much stronger. That did not work. Ever since I was a child, I've had astigmatism. This one here, stuck on blurry. What do you guys got? My vision changed because of stress. I had one eye problem when I used to drink, then it looked good. I have an issue with my eyes. It's called age. Constantly getting the film over my eyes. It's annoying, but the eye drops can seem to find the issues. It makes me so mad because I'm the one that has to deal with it. I do have astigmatism, both eyes and cataracts. Jordan, my left is going. My eyes are terrible. I have a hole in the back of one of them, and I have no idea how to. Okay, cool. This is fantastic, because I'm going to try to help you guys out right now. Always had eye problems. There's many things to help the eyes. I'm sorry that you guys have these issues, but I really want to help you guys. Really want to help you guys today. Stick around. I tried some of these techniques for 30 seconds and they work. I'm like blind as a bat and I'm 30. I promise you guys, you're going to do two of these things after he show you, and you're going to be happy. It's a little long video. I'm rocking out for as long as you guys want to do it, because that's what we got to do. We're going to get over a lot of information, but when he starts hitting those areas, you're going to really love it. I'm not talking about nobody else but Dr. Eric, so you're going to love it. Trust me. Let's get into it. I'm not going to talk too much longer, because I got to get you guys as much of this information as possible. And if you really listen to me, I'm going to be happy when it works. When any of this stuff works for y'all, I'm going to be happy. Let's go. What are we doing today? We're getting into how to reverse poor eyesight, especially if you're over 50. Straight up and down. How to Reverse Poor Eyesight, Especially If You're Over 50, by Dr. Eric Berg, DC. The same man who told us that if we start taking cold showers, we'll get stronger. It builds up our immune system. Guess what today? As of today, I've taken my first semi-cold to all the way cold shower. I built it up where I was doing hot, cutting it off halfway, going cold. I am now to the point where I can just turn it on cold, go in slowly, and take my entire shower with cold water now. It makes me much better. I feel my body responding better, and it worked. Let's keep on moving forward, because what this man tells us to do, it works. Dr. Eric Berg, DC. How to Reverse Poor Eyesight, Especially If You're Over 50. You guys, I'm going to drop a little bit right here before he even gets into it. We've got the cones and the shapes. That's what are in our eyes. The cones and the rods. The cones and the rods, right? Some of them are for shapes, and the cones are for shapes, and the rods are for colors and the grays. Retinas, the retinas connect to the brain. That is the back of the eye. He's going to tell you that. The back of your eye connects to the brain. That's how your brain is able to distinguish what you're seeing. Something has to tell the brain what it's seeing, right? There is a wall there. That wall has to be protected. Over time, that wall ages and that wall breaks down. That's why we start needing more light. That's why we start needing more dependency. Keep on moving forward. We got contrast sensitivity, where we need more light. We get glare in the dark and we see like it's really glary. So when we're driving, it may be crazy if it's foggy or raining. ADM, you can't see in fine detail. Let's get into it, you guys. He's going to put it down. Reversing Poor Eyesight by Dr. Eric Berg, DC.
Right here. If you're anything like me and you sat behind the computer desk for many, many years, staring in front of a computer, chances are you're probably wearing these right now. I'm going to show you some information that is going to make you very happy, because there's a good chance you're not going to need these. And I'm not only going to be talking about poor eyesight. I want to talk about a lot of different problems that can go wrong.
That focus is what I see out of my right eye, that blurriness.
With the eye, including increased pressure of the eye itself, what to do with dry eyes or irritation underneath the lid, and also a problem with your lens, which is cataracts. There's some great remedies for all of these things. We're going to go through them. And I think the first place to start is sharing some fascinating information where this whole problem starts. And it actually starts with the cones. Now, I need to explain a little bit of anatomy so you can understand what the cones are. I don't know if you remember ever learning about rods and cones. Those are little receptors in the eye that take information or light and they convert it to signals so you can visualize things. And so cones are more responsible for daylight, color, and fine detail. Rods have to do with more peripheral vision and seeing in the dark, and also like shades of gray and things like that. So the real simple basics are, we have this cornea, which is this little dome-shaped thing right here that does help to focus light a little bit as the light comes into the eye. And then it goes through the lens right here, and you have two little muscles right here that cause the lens to get thicker and more elongated, and that allows you to accommodate for distance, so you can actually focus on something far away or close up. It's called the accommodation reflex, and that has to do with the lens and the muscles. And so the lens normally should be very flexible, but as we get older, it becomes very rigid. So we'll talk about that. And then as the light comes in, it travels right into the exact back part of this eyeball right here. The retina is this complete back part right here of the eye, the entire thing. Think about the retina as wallpaper on the back of the eyeball, and it's connected to this nerve that goes deep into the brain called the optic nerve. So retina is the extension of your brain right here. So it's going to capture a lot of information, and then a lot of this information is being focused at this point right here. This is called the macula right here. And then a lot of the focus on the smaller part of the macula is called the fovea. Not that you need to know that, but the fovea has even a smaller section that things are focused on, almost the size of a grain of sand. In that location, you have the most concentrated cones of anywhere in the eye. And why that is significant is because there's something very unique about cones that will explain a lot of problems that you might be having with poor vision. The unique thing about this photoreceptor, the cone, is this. It has the most mitochondrial packed cells in the entire retina. So we start off young, having a tremendous amount of mitochondria. This is so dense. We get older and older and older. We start losing the mitochondria. And now we can no longer see finer details of things. Colors are not as bright. We need glasses to see even in the daylight, and especially at night. So if we look at all of the factors that relate to poor vision, this one single piece of information just jumps out and slaps me in the face.
I found out what it was, and just because he started explaining it, I said, you know what, every time he's talking about that mitochondria. So it must be we need more of that. So I'm going to cheat and just tell you guys. Let's go.
Massive loss of mitochondria in the back part of the retina, the actually most important area of your eye that you need to be able to see without glasses. When someone reaches 60 years old, and by the way, I'm 60 right now, they need 3 times the light to be able to see if you compare it to a 20-year-old.
So if you're 60 years old, you need 3 times the light to see in comparable to what a 20-year-old can see. But he's gonna start teaching us a little bit of different things about how to train our eyes to get better, to see finer, long distance. Please stay with me, you're gonna love it. And try some of these tricks, try some of them.
So why is that? Because in order to see, it takes a tremendous amount of ATP energy from the mitochondria. And so there's a couple different stages that we go through. Number one, contrast sensitivity. The brain's capacity to differentiate light intensity starts to break down. And so at night, when you're straining to see, you're having a problem with this contrast sensitivity issue.
Fog, yeah.
And that would be the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens is in order to be able to even see during the daylight, we need a little more light. So we have to turn on the light, be able to see things. Before, when we were younger, we could just read it practically in the dark. Now, we have to shine a big light on it. Number 3, we start seeing more glare in the dark. Okay, everything starts to really get foggy, and it's kind of dangerous if you're.
Yeah, everything that he's saying, I dealt with it. So yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I gotta show them this.
Driving when it's raining out, and especially foggy, it's not good. And then number 4 is when you start having more problems with the macula. They call that age-related macular degeneration. And what's happening is you're losing more mitochondria in this area right here. And now you really can't see fine detail, so you need these right here. There's other problems with the eye as well. With the lens, you start developing this opaqueness where it's becoming cloudy. That's called cataracts. We'll talk about what to do in just a minute on that. And then also, when you are looking at your computer screen, you're fixated in a certain position, maybe 2 or 3 feet away from you, for long periods of time. And so now when you get up to look at things, boy, everything is blurred. And then there's a condition called glaucoma, which we have a lot of pressure in the eye. Before we get into what to do, I just want to mention type 2 diabetes. The eyes are very susceptible to blood sugar problems. In fact, this is why a diabetic has problems with the retina. It's called retinopathy, which is a disease of the retina. And this is why one of the leading causes of blindness comes from diabetes, because of the high sugar going through the bloodstream, and that's what happens in the lens.
Let's get to the reverses. Let's go. We're going to cheat. Let's go.
Now let's talk about what you can do for the eye to reverse these situations. It's red light therapy. There's a right way to do it, and there's a dangerous way to do it, and I'm going to explain both. But there's a tremendous amount of new research on this, and you're actually exposing the retina to red light. So why does red light have anything to do with the retina? It helps to make the mitochondria more efficient and also correct some of the damage in that mitochondria. They found that you can optimize the mitochondria with this specific wavelength, 670. And what's really cool about the simplicity of this therapy is you're going to be doing this for 3 minutes only in the morning once a week. Because apparently the effects last a whole week. But there are so many devices out there right now that you don't even know if they're really at the right frequency. You don't know how powerful they are. They're not really regulated that well. What can you do to safeguard that and still get the benefits? Well, the first thing is I'm going to recommend closing your eyes when you put this light into the eyes, okay? Keep your eyes closed, even though there's some references that say, oh, it's not going to hurt you. Keep the eyes closed. Infrared can penetrate through your eyelids very easily. I'm going to put some links down below of several devices that have this thing right here. It's IEC 62471 exempt.
So you guys know this video, you'll still be able to go to that drop down and see where he's talking about, because this is how to reverse poor eyesight, especially over 50, from Dr. Eric Berg. And you're supposed to be done subscribe to him, because that's who we rock with when it comes down to the doctor. Dr. ERIC BERGDC. Let's go.
Or RG1 low risk. But I'm also going to put a couple other links of a couple other red lights that don't have this, but they're designed for babies, and they're just one little bulb, and they are specific to this frequency right here. So I think they're going to be pretty safe, especially if you keep your eyes closed. And the reason I want to put that there is because those bulbs are extremely inexpensive. I think there might be, I don't know, $5 to $8. But this technology is called photobiomodulation. There'll be more and more research on this, but I think it's quite exciting, especially if it can help your mitochondria in your cones, in your retina. So if that's your problem, that could be a great solution. Is there a way to make more mitochondria in the body? And yes, there is. Regular exercise, okay? Long hikes, walks, things like that, where you
get your butt outside and walk. And get out there, smell some fresh air. I keep on telling y'all to go outside, don't I tell you? Go get some fresh air, even a half hour a day, get a hike on. Walk, energy. Create your own endorphins. Get your energy going, even if you walk a small distance.
Getting a lot of oxygen, but I would venture to say that any exercise would be better than no exercise. Also, intermittent fasting, because we know when you have diabetes, you destroy the mitochondria and we create eye problems. What is the opposite of diabetes? Having a low blood sugar and running your body on ketones. So you want to do a low carb ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting, with a lot of sleep. Number 3 has to do with most people are staring at screens for quite some time. And so they're focused on a very...
I'm going to ask you guys to do this one today because it's too easy to do. Please, for me, do this one today. Y'all are going to be like, what? It works. I'm just because you made it this far, I'm showing you stuff that actually worked that I did. Everything that he's showing us from now on out, it worked for me.
Close object. And we need to reverse that because your eye muscles are in a contraction, and that's really going to affect your ability to focus and see things. By going outside and looking at something in the distance for at least 2 hours a day, something out of your house, because in your house, you don't have much space. Here's the thing that a lot of people do. They go for a walk. They're on their cell phones. They're not looking at objects. So the key of this whole thing is to be able to focus in on a tree branch, a leaf, a dog or a bird or something out there in your environment, and keep looking at it and focusing out there for a period of time.
Now imagine if your eyes were like a camera and you got to keep on dialing it in order to get it to set right. We've been watching these computers and watching our phones and looking at ourselves, looking at these little things to be able to dial in for so long that our eyes are just trained to that. So it's part of our brain because it's our receptors. So all connected. We've already talked about that, and that's why I wanted to get this far. So now we have to do what? Retrain the brain. Now we look at far off things, and we're just looking at it, not constantly for a whole 2 hours, maybe 5 minutes. And they're going to tell you to blink. And why are you blinking? Because it's just like resetting. Click, 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 click. Now your brain is resetting to be looking at things, not just the computer, not the cell phone. Retrain the brain. That's what I got from it, and I'll be damned if it don't work.
That would be very, very therapeutic to undo this contraction and also at different distances, like maybe 20 feet, and then like look at a cloud in the distance and try to focus in on it. Very therapeutic. I want to talk about number 4. There is a genetic problem converting beta carotene into vitamin A, which is going to affect the eye, because one symptom of a vitamin A deficiency is night blindness. So our eyes need vitamin A. Let me give you some ideas on where you can get enough vitamin A. Egg yolks, liver, cod liver oil, butter. And the other thing to realize is if you have a bad liver, let's say you have a fatty liver or cirrhosis, or you don't have a gallbladder anymore, or you have a gallstone, or you have a gallbladder problem, or you have inflammation in your gut, you might not be able to even absorb vitamin A. So that's another factor. I wanted to bring that up. Let's talk about number 5, lutein and zeaxanthin. Both of these can help you see better. Both of these protect the eye against oxidation. So they're very protective. They're very necessary. They also protect you against too much UV radiation. These two phytonutrients are also in kale. They're in pistachios. They're also in Swiss chard.
Food, you guys. We got to eat the right foods. Kale. I saw the pistachios. I love pistachios, especially the raw ones. Look at this.
There's actually more of it in kale and Swiss chard and pistachios than egg yolk, but in the egg yolk, it's way more bioavailable. So you're actually going to get more of it if you consume egg yolks than these other things. So it's not just the total amounts, it's how much you can absorb. Let's talk about number 6, floaters. If you have floaters, that means...
You ever see like white spots that just go like this sometimes? I had them when I was little. I used to be like, what the hell going on with that? Or I had this thing where I felt like it was a spider web or something like that. It's dependent. Those are floaters.
You have damaged proteins that are floating around in the eyeball. So getting your body in a state of autophagy is going to be the smartest thing to do with that. How do you do that? You start doing intermittent fasting, and then you fast longer, like you might go 48 hours, wait a couple weeks, and then you go like 72 hours. When you start doing prolonged fasting, your body's going to go into this recycling mode and start cleaning up damaged proteins, and those floaters are going to go bye-bye. Now, number 7.
I can't leave stuff like that alone. He's a doctor. You know what I'll tell him? I love you, just for telling me something like that. I know it's going to be hard to do the fasting, but when you know your body's cleaning itself up, and that's what fasting helps, wouldn't it make you want to do it? Especially if he's telling you it helps when it comes down to certain ailments and stuff like that. I've tried so many of these things that he said, and I'll be damned if they don't work.
I did touch on glaucoma a bit ago with Dr. Harold Shell. I'm going to put a link down below with his book.
Read this book, please get it. Even if you go to the library and get it. Please keep my grandma on your prayers, everybody. Sam Champion, thank you for letting us know that your grandma needs prayers, because that's who's going to be included to the prayers from now on until she get better.
But he recommends taking higher doses of vitamin D3 with K2 and magnesium to help get rid of glaucoma, and he gets great results.
Magnesium is good for you too. We have to start taking magnesium. We heard about it 3 days ago. Why? Because it's not in the soil anymore. We're going to have to start substituting what's not in the soil anymore in order to make sure that we have a balanced vitamin plate. Yeah, we got to do it. Double tap that screen. Please get those likes up. If you guys appreciate the content that you're getting right now, we know it's coming in from the doc, but we love to look out for each other over here. Trust me, we all share information. And if you got a video or something like this, or anything about planting fruits, or anything that's going to be able to help us out as a unit, please join the Discord or send in your comments. That's what we do over here. That's why we ask you guys to go ahead and hit that like button. Come on, be a part of the community.
Found there's some research on also taking niacin. Let's talk about cataracts, and that usually comes from consuming a lot of sugar. Hidden sugar is like starches. As you clean up the diet and you get rid of the junk food and you do intermittent fasting, there's a great remedy that works fantastic with cataracts, animals and humans. You have to search it out. NAC as a natural remedy. It stands for N-acetylcarnosine. This comes in drops, and you put it on the outside of your eye, the cornea, it gets absorbed, it goes right into the lens, and it breaks up and dissolves those little glycated proteins. So it's super effective of reversing cataracts. I'm not going to get...
Somebody said that they had the white spots. This is the best that I can do. I'm trying my best to give everybody as much information as we can. When I saw this, I said, yo, we're going to literally have to watch this whole thing. Yeah.
Guarantee it's going to work for you. I don't know what stage you're at, but it's worth a shot, especially since it's not that expensive. There are other things that can prevent cataracts.
Thank you.
Going on a low-carb diet. Benfotiamine. Carnosine is another thing that's really good, but you can get carnosine when you have red meat. It's loaded with carnosine. Saffron is a fantastic remedy for age-related macular degeneration. It has been found to improve vision. I don't want to go too far into the detail.
Get that saffron, you guys, even if you want to have it in your seasonings, in your foods. And do us a favor, all the stuff that we talk about getting over here, try your best to get it organic. If you're trying to get it in a powder form or anything like that, a lot of times it's not organic. Just make sure it's organic so you're getting the best nutrients that you can get. May cost a little more, but it's worth it.
But it's another remedy that works really good for the macula. Now, number 10 is get a reading light if you're over the age of 50, because in the process of doing all this, it's going to take some time. And if you wanted just to see a lot better quickly, you can just get a good light. I'm going to tell you the light I'm going to recommend. It's called the high CCT warm light LED between 3000 and 4000 K. Okay, you can just do a search on that. And you want that light facing the surface or the book you're reading or the computer that you're looking at. So the light is enhancing your ability to see. 11, super important. This is a sunlight hack. If you were to watch the sunrise or watch the...
I don't know why I was doing this anyway. I never would look directly at it. Sometimes I would, but I always would look around it, and I never knew that this was good for my eyes. Look around the sun, not directly at it.
11, super important. This is a sunlight hack. If you were to watch the sunrise or watch the sunset and not look at the sun, but look around the sun and allow some of those rays to get in your eyes, you would be doing a version of this right here. You're going to
go outside. I keep telling y'all.
Set your circadian rhythm much better. You're also going to generate more intracellular melatonin, which is going to help you sleep. The powerful antioxidant that does a lot of other things, very therapeutic. Let's talk about number 12. This is called the desk reset. And the way to remember this is 20-20-20 rule, okay?
This is for everybody that works and sits at a desk. And do me a favor right now, since you can and it's like that, why don't we just go ahead and screenshot this whole scene right here? Do me a favor, you guys. Do yourself a favor if you can. Why not just screenshot that right there so that when you come back to watch the video, you got notes and you're ready. Anybody think that'd be a good idea? You ready? On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me get out your way. Go ahead and screenshot that right there, you guys, so that you guys got it. You got it? You got. Let me know when you get the screenshot. Let me know when you guys get the screenshot, and if I got to get back out the way again, okay. All right, you guys, we going in. We're not playing no more. And I'm telling you, I tried some of this stuff. Please do me a favor, try number 3. Please, let me get out the way again. I'm going to get out the way again. Somebody said, I already wrote it all down. Y'all do me a favor, double tap that screen, get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Trying to get you guys as much time to go ahead. Let's go.
If you're sitting in your desk all day long, like today, I had to do a lot of research on different things. I was at my computer for at least 10 hours so far. So every 20 minutes, I have a window and I'm going to look 20 feet out and focus on something. Ideally, it'd be good to go outside. And I have taken breaks today and went outside. And what you do for 20 seconds, you focus on something 20 feet away.
I do this when I can't go outside. Like when I'm working, I do the same thing. There's a cone up the block, like 20 feet away. I was looking at the cone like this and just focused on it and blinking my eye regular, came back in. I'm up in here seeing a text better just from doing a little bit. I'm telling you.
Anyone can do that. It's super therapeutic, and it kind of reverses that accommodation cramp that you have in your eye. Now, while you're doing this, okay, for 20 seconds, every 5 seconds, you want to blink. Every 5 seconds, you want to blink as you're doing this, as you're focusing. Why? Because when you're in front of the computer, not only do you not blink as often, but you don't completely blink all the way down, and your eyes can dry out, and that drying can cause fatigue in the eyes. So this is another thing that's actually very, very important that also relates to number 13, which is dry eye. Being in front of your computer can really dry your eyes out. Also, a lack of vitamin A will cause dryness of the eye. But there's one other cause of dry eye that I need to make you aware of, and that is a problem with the autonomic nervous system. When you are deficient in vitamin B1, the autonomic nervous system doesn't work that great anymore, and that system controls the smooth muscle that controls your glands. And for this example, I'm talking about the tear ducts. You're going to have a lack of secretion of tears, and that's going to dry them out. And the antidote is B1. But you must also correct the reason why you're deficient in B1. A lot of carbohydrates, diabetes type 1, drinking a lot of coffee or tea can really deplete you of B1.
Even though we like coffee and tea, you heard what he just said. Even me drinking water, too much water, yeah.
And then the last point I want to talk about is these advanced glycated end products. This is that glycation when sugar connects with protein. This happens when you consume a lot of junk food and things like that. But there's things that can reverse that. Going on a low carb diet, doing intermittent fasting. Another thing you can do to reduce this is alpha lipoic acid, reduces AGEs. And again, this can also help if you have in advanced visual problems involving your lens being very rigid, or you have a lot of complications from diabetes anywhere in your body, or you have advanced cataracts. You need to be doing all these things I'm mentioning. Exercise is a big one as well. Polyphenols, like certain herbs like turmeric, resveratrol, and even...
We always talk about turmeric. And your favorite, you guys, dark chocolate. Good for the inflammation. One chunk, one piece every day, you good.
Dark chocolate. But probably the number one most powerful thing that can help you with this, as well as other problems with the eye, is vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of the best anti-inflammatories. It helps break this up. Always make sure you take magnesium with your vitamin D. And if you really want to know what vitamin D does in the body, not necessarily with diseases, but actually what it actually does, there's a fascinating video that I'm going to share with you right now. And it's right here. Check it out.
10,000 IUs of vitamin D. Huge mistake. Stop taking this. Vitamin D. And if I'm telling you right now, already, you know better, because we're going to keep on coming back to Dr. Eric Berg. He is the man. He might as well be our show doctor because he puts it down. This video here is how to reverse poor eyesight, especially over 50. All you got to do is type it in the search, Dr. ERICBERG. Also, it is in the link in the description, and it's in the link in our Discord. You can't miss it. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. Show your boy if you got any love for me. Let me know how you guys think about that video right there. It was not easy finding it because I really wanted to find something that we were really going to get something out of. And then I'm like, wait, I'm getting so much out of this myself. I got to share it. Those tricks actually work. My eyes are feeling much better now. I'm taking a lot of his advice. I'm getting more rest now and focusing on the distance and different things. And I'm able to see it much better. So much clarity, y'all. So clear. What my doctor told me to take D3. Okay, appreciate you. That was excellent. We appreciate the effort you put in for us, Boogotti. I will try to figure out the Discord this week, and I think downloading the app already. Just go ahead and download the app, and then if you want to send me a message while you download it, I'll invite you. So go to Discord. It's not hard. Let's not make things hard. Go download the app, Discord. It looks like a little microphone. Go download the app. That's all you got to do. Go download the app. Show you what it looks like. It's not a hard thing to do. It's going to open up like that. And that's all you guys in there. That's all of you guys right there. So when you guys send me a message, it comes right to my phone. And I can hit you up right now. I can hit Faye up right now. I can hit up Jay Bronx right now. I can hit up Miss Swanza right here. 55 Coffee. Everybody's right there. So when you hit this, you actually email me. You actually text me. So that's even better. So now I can send you an invite. Let's not make it hard. Download Discord, Discord. You're gonna see it looks like a little game controller, focused like that with 2 dots on it. Go ahead and join. Then when you see our bottom line, send a request. I'll let you in. Just keep moving forward, you guys. Don't worry about it. I got you. Trust me, I'll get you in. I got you. I got your back over here. Don't worry about it. Sometimes things take a little while to do, but if it's worth it, we got to do what we got to do. Now, guess what, you guys? Happy Easter. Happy Easter. It's coming up. We got a company called, we got to do a little bit of cheating. Come on now, it's okay to do a little bit of cheating. What do you guys like on Easter? Do you like, I'm going to go there because I know you guys are going to try to hold back now. But it's okay to have a little bit of dark chocolate. The doctor even said, I like dark chocolate Easter bunnies. That's right, I'll crack the ears off and whoosh. But you know I can't even help it. Sometimes I got to take a little taste of that milk chocolate. It just tastes so good. I can't help it. I can't resist. This just happens like that. We got a company called the Lilac Chocolate Company. They're creating fresh homemade chocolates for over 100 years. They went from a small place to a big location. They got this one Easter egg that's like this big, y'all. I've seen people tear that whole ear off one time. Let's do it right now. Let's go back to the neighborhoods. This place has been open for over 100 years. Let's have some fun right now, y'all.
You to a spot that's been around for more than a century. And they're pretty popular this time of year because it's a chocolate shop that has an Easter specialty you have to see to believe. We headed to their factory in Brooklyn to check out Lilac Chocolates.
Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to Lilac Chocolates, my pride and joy and New York City's oldest chocolate company. Right after World War I, Demetrios, who was a Greek immigrant, he came to New York and he opened up this little chocolate store, like 400 square feet or something. And so a lot of these recipes are still
Couldn't take y'all to this place right here. Y'all would be like, I'm on a diet, but y'all wouldn't know how to act. Come on now, Miss Swanza, Terry, you wouldn't know how to act 55. You wouldn't know how to act up in this place right here. Who else? Jordan, you wouldn't either. Faye. None of y'all would act right up in here. Y'all be like, can I do the little conveyor belt like Lucy?
Demetrios' recipes from 103 years ago. In 2011. We bought the company. It was just a neighborhood business. I thought it'd be fun to get involved with. We never realized the potential. When I moved to the village 30 years ago, there were a lot of locally owned neighborhood type businesses and they all seem to have disappeared. I think one thing I'm a little bit proud of is just the fact that we've managed to remain independent.
We've been making the chocolate the same way for over 100 years. We have one of the largest chocolate selections probably in the country of fresh chocolate. If you go into one of our stores, you'll choose from probably about 96 different choices of fresh chocolate. In our case, of course, we have our gift boxes and everything else. The process in the factory, of course, begins with our original recipes. We have our kitchen area and our cooks and chefs that do that. This is the what you might call the Lucy machine, where you actually place the chocolate on the belt, conveyor belt gets covered with chocolate and goes through the cooling tunnel, and that's how we make our enrobed items. We also have a molding team. We have an extensive catalog of molds, and then of course we have our packaging team. So all of our beautiful packaging is done in-house right here on site. Probably our best sellers would be our almond bark.
I told you it was a giant chocolate bunny. I did say that. I just bite the ears right off. I said that.
Chocolate mixed with the toasted almonds. And then we have our butter crunch, which is amazing. It's an English toffee, but it's very soft and crumbly. We toss that in chocolate and then almond dust on the outside. It's definitely one of our best sellers. But we have a selection of truffles, marshmallow, creams, a little bit of everything.
When we had the 100-year anniversary, I said, I want this company to be.
Did you see how big that bunny is on that counter right there? You're gonna need a whole mob of kids to take that down right there, boy.
200 years old. And then it dawned on me, I'm not going to be around in 200 years, so I better build a management team that can take this company to 200 years. So that's been my mission. I think if you talk to the people here in the factory, but also in the stores, we give people an opportunity to rise to their limits. I think we sort of kind of developed a knack for that. If you look at the factory, I think every single one of our managers, they don't have a college degree. Now they're running a $10 million production effort. So I think if there's one thing I'm proud of is just having been able to build a team. And if I'm gone for a month, the business just continues uninterrupted.
That's right, you guys. Lilac, the Chocolatiers. You might want to visit. There's a couple of them in New York. Actually, that one right there is in the downtown. So if you guys want to come on over to New York and visit and go to Lilac, holler at me. I might just meet you there. I'll have one little piece of chocolate. We'll kick it. Might make a little video or something like that. Hey, let me know when you're in town. We'll go hop on over to Lilac. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Really hope that you guys are appreciating the show that we got putting down today on this predate to Easter Sunday. Yes, that's right, you guys, tomorrow. That's right, you guys. Do your boy a favor. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Also, give me all the money in your pockets. Give me all you got. Come on. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I really would appreciate it if you hit that like button. It gets more people over here to see our show. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Let's go now, because you know what? Sometimes you just can't, how do I say this? You can't hide adorable. No matter what it is, it could be a puppy, it could be a kitten. When they're small, I don't care what nobody says, they're adorable and they're cute, especially animals. And you know how we love them over here at Our Bottom Line. That's one of our favorite things over here. We love the animals, all sorts. So what am I gonna bring to you today, this predate to Easter? We've got a situation where we've got a little friend of ours. He's a New Jersey State police officer who rescued an abandoned bear cub on I-78. We don't know where his mom was at or anything, but he was by the highway and someone had to go rescue him. And when I say bear cub, I'm talking about teddy bear cub. You guys are gonna think this is a teddy bear once you see this. Check this out. Let me get it going from the beginning. Let me know what you guys think about this.
Little bear cub, safe and sound to some New Jersey State Troopers. Take a look at how adorable it is. Look at it. New Jersey State Troopers say they rescued this abandoned cub Wednesday on I-78 in Union Township. That's in North Jersey. Oh my gosh, this picture gets me every time. Troopers say they found the cub alone, needing help. They safely rescued it, later releasing it to the Department of Environmental Protection for proper care. Oh. All right. A little bear cub, safe and
y'all know we love the animals over here. That was cute, wasn't it? Tell the truth. Y'all know that was cute. Y'all know we love. Y'all saw that how little we was? It looked like, oh my God, I want to boop it. Look at that. Small animals, so cute. Animals. Oh my God, I want to boop it. Bear cub, purple hearts. Classic facts, Query T. Straight home with me. Look at that. You're gonna take winter. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, 55. How you gonna take the bear with you? I'm sorry, Adam. Adam, you gonna take the bear home with you? What else y'all got for me? Love your show more than the now and all of the pets. We love the animals over here. Cutie Pootie. He's a baby bear. That's right, a nice, warm and fuzzy in the morning. Thank you. So this is what you have. You have a little bit of your chocolate with your teddy bear. And you just be hanging out, chilling, feeding the bear the chocolate. You know the bears love chocolate, right? You guys, if you're trying to promote and get your business out there, we're here to help you. You know what we do over here? We share our platform because we are family. This is not my bottom line. It's our bottom line. Let me explain it to you real quickly. H, that means it's part of our, right? But the plus is there just to break that up because it's an hour plus. Sometimes it's more than that, probably 2 hours now. And that means our. It's H, the hour, plus it's our bottom line. It's not my bottom line, it's our bottom line. So you guys, you want to send over your promos, trying to get your brand out there more, come on and send it over here to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I'll put it up in the post notification area so that you guys can get promoted in front of all of our almost 80,000 subscribers. We're about 71, but we're still bragging until we get there. Do me a favor, you guys. That's right. Make sure that your promos that you're sending over are in 1080 by 1080 size frame, because they will not fit in any other size. I tried it before. YouTube won't allow it. So make sure when you're making your promos, you do them in 1080 so I can get up in there and make sure that they look good. Hey, Lisa, I heard you got a new promo you want to send out. Might as well send it over. Also, if anybody's got keychains, if anyone has decals, I love what you guys do with your keychains and your decals. You take photos and you have them in different various places. I go and take those photos and I put them in our Discord. I take those photos and I put them in our post notification area. So yes, if you have the Our Bottom Line keychain or the decal, we have a few left. That's right. If you got the keychain and the decal, I want you guys to go ahead and take photos with them and send them in so that we can put you up with the photos of Our Bottom Line's merch. We're about to change the decals artwork and we're going to change the keychains. We're going to keep that moving so no one has the same. We're going to do limited runs, and the next load of keychains, we're going to get that coming out very soon. Also, we got t-shirts coming up with the I'm Your Host Boogotti NYC. Yeah, I got those coming up too. I should have them printed by like on Monday. And yes, I still owe somebody a shirt. I didn't forget. Yes, you guys do your boy a favor. If you're trying to get promoted here on the platform, send your promos over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I will make sure that they go up. And yes, we got it coming up right after the holiday. We got that Show Your Talent search that's going to be going on in 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And also one person from online. And if you win, boom, you're going to get $250 as well. After we get all 5 plus the one person to come in and they're going to compete against each other, someone's going to walk away with $1,000 on top of the $250 that they've already won. It's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I'm going to be the host with my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's right, you guys. We're talking about the Show Your Talent search, and it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page. Put your name in the email slot. We'll keep you posted on where we're going to be at. We've got Brooklyn lined up. We got another location in Manhattan that we're going to be at. So show up. We'll have a drink. Also doing hookah bars. We're also doing 420 locations. And we're going to be coming out to all sorts of different locations like restaurants too, because it's not only one place where you can pick up Big Drip. That's right. Show Your Talent search. Want to be a part of it? www.drinkbigdrip.com. And guess what, you guys? Time to do it. It's Saturday, and I don't want to send my people out here to go get that vitamin D without getting those prayers up and making sure that we are covered, and we let them know that we love them, and we do that collectively. And we also got to pray for Ad Rain's moms, and we also got to pray for Sam Champion's mom. And because there's power in numbers, and that's one main thing that we do when we come here. We make sure that every name that comes up on that side of that chat gets prayed for, even if I got to stay another half hour. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for understanding. We're going to pray for commitment. We're going to pray for dedication, and we're going to pray for happiness over this beautiful weekend that we're having. And you know what else we want to pray for? Safety. And we want to pray for all of our children to have a great, fantastic weekend and enjoy the holiday. Let's teach them what it's all about. Let's share with each other, and let's all be family. And let's not worry about party or color or religion. We're human beings. That's how we do it here. And I want to pray for who? I want to pray for Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Tanya, Winter Rising, Jordan Dowdy, Feifei Avi, CJ the Cat, my brother. I still owe you a keychain. Why you ain't send me the address? I'm waiting. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Zion, also Audrey, Mary. I see, who's that? Haynes up in here? Okay, Jordan. Cecilio, I see Rose, praying for you as well. Collective, Bleepers of Grid. That's right. Praying for all of you guys right there. Kia, good vibes. Jordan, want to pray for Shannon. Praying for Zion's Choice. How you doing, Zion? Ain't see you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Rosewood, want to pray for you as well. Mega Dub, been here the whole show. Got nothing but love for you. See, you ain't get to grab one of them, but I got you next time. Mary Tanner. Also, I see who else we got up in the building. William, thank you for coming through. Audrey Durham, and my friend 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Thank you so much for coming through and showing love. Rosewood, I see Bustin' Dustin, the Greg 879. I see you showing love for America, Bustin'. That's how we do it around here. Yes, and we love you too, Winter Rising. We love the chat. I love you guys, and I'm so glad that you guys are creating a great ecosystem and a whole family up in here. Thank you so much, Mega Dub. That's for you, brother. We got nothing but love for you. JRB, J Bunny, Colessive, Faye, Eddie, Birdman, Rose, 55. Can't forget about Rebecca Lanyon Bueno, and wait a minute. Can't forget about you know who, Liberty and Justice, Mark Dorfman, Casey Ramos, Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and God bless you guys, every single one of you. Thank you for Sweet RV, Shannon, and Tanya Zimmerman. Amen. Amen. And don't forget to be kind to all. Thank you so much, Shannon, for putting that up there. Amen. And with that being said, y'all know what it is. That was Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow. Damn you. You killed my master. I'll be back tomorrow. That's right, you guys, at 6 o'clock for what? Purple Sunday. Purple Sunday, y'all. Purple Sunday. And if y'all got a minute, y'all want to see something? Because I got to say, I think I'm the first one. I think I'm the first one to make it happen. If y'all got a second, hold on for a minute. I want y'all to see something. I noticed that you guys are all ordering the hanging planters now. These are our hanging planters, and I noticed that you guys are now ordering them. And that's fantastic because you're going to be able to grow herbs. You'll be able to grow onions. You'll be able to grow tomatoes. You'll be able to grow so much inside of these hanging herb gardens. If you see, it's purple to keep out the light. Inside of here, you get seeds. You're gonna get a keychain. You're also gonna get that decal in the front. This is the Our Bottom Line hanging garden right here, right? But guess what? You guys remember these planters right here that we started off with? These are the planters for when you want to grow larger things like tomatoes and like cantaloupes. Got some babies growing. Look at that, you guys. I'm first. I'm the first one to have some babies growing. There you go. Yeah, you got it from me. These are ours. We make these too. Look at that right there. Our bottom line on the front. Yeah, baby. And look at that. I got my little onions. They popping up out of there so perfect. Look at that, you guys. You guys see that? I'm so happy to be able to show you guys that something is actually coming together. Look at that, something that we started. And I'm so blessed to be first. Sometimes it goes down like that. I promise to take care of you little onions. And we're gonna keep on giving you guys a progress report. I'm gonna put my photos up in the post notification area, as well as put them in the Discord. So you guys, that's right. Whether you get the potted ones, or you get the Our Bottom Line hanging grow kit. They're gonna work, and you're gonna be able to have your own sustaining food, your own vegetables yourself. All you guys gotta do is go to the website. You can go right down right there and get the hanging garden from me right now. We also have these available. This comes with a whole kit, gloves, food, it comes with seeds, and it's only 16 bucks. There you go right there, you guys. Don't you like that? We got the babies growing. I figured I wanted to share that with you guys because that's what we do around here. When things really work out, I hope you guys follow my footsteps. I live in an apartment in New York. I'm growing a garden in the crib. You can do it. That's right. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Tomorrow is Purple Sunday, 6 o'clock, right here. More trending topics, current events, much, much more. So happy to be a part of the #1 show on YouTube that we made it to be. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. And how do I always say it? Y'all could have went anyway, But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me for our bottom line, I appreciate you. Get 'em! Peace.